You've not unmuted us, Jamie. Not unmuted us.
Oh.
We're still on mute.
Oh, sorry. Oh, God damn it. Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sports Live Watch Along. I realised my mic was mute. Them lot weren't. I was, though, so that wasn't great when doing an intro, so I do apologise. Welcome to Schalke versus Borussia Dortmund for our live watch along. And, of course, we come back straight after the Frankfurt game against Bayern Munich. And Frankfurt, well, where have you been? Because they have beaten Bayern Munich 2-1, and that means the title race for the league is all of a sudden wide open. It's going to be a very interesting title race if RB Leipzig can get that win away at Hertha Berlin tomorrow. Anyway, I'm with Seb True, Joe Stanley and Luke Tanner for this. Luke Tanner and Joe Stanley are, of course, our Liverpool fans. They'll be keeping an eye on the Merseyside derby as well. So we'll be mainly watching Schalke Dortmund, but with Merseyside derby as well. It's derbies galore this evening on Let's Talk Sport. And let's start off with you, Luke. Right. Luke, Schalke completely struggling at the moment. What the hell's going on with them? Because Dortmund, normally we'd say this would be a normal win for Dortmund, but you just never know with this squad.
No, I guess like with derbies, form just goes out the window.
Yeah.
Well, Schalke with their new defender, Mustafi, because Liverpool took their best defender. But yet again, Dortmund have been a bit indifferent. They sat Lucien Favre because results weren't going their way. So it's going to be a very interesting game. I back Dortmund to win this game. They've got too much quality. Sancho, Haaland, Bellingham, and Gio Reyna. So it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a goal fest.
Goal fest, oh dear. Hopefully it's not too one-sided, otherwise poor Schalke's goal difference will get even worse. Joe, we know you have a bit of a Dortmund in you when it comes to the Bundesliga. So what are you expecting from this one? Are you expecting Dortmund to get the job done?
Yeah, I agree with Luke. I think Dortmund are definitely favourite. Schalke still bottom of the table, aren't they?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I know Dortmund have been struggling a little bit in the league, but they always turn it on Derby Day. And funny enough, last year when obviously we were in lockdown ourselves then, which we are now in the UK, when football started again, the first game that I watched was the Riviera Derby, but it was obviously at Signal Iduna Park where Dortmund won 4-0. So if that's an omen, then I think it could be a similar scoreline again today, especially with Haaland on form.
Well, the game, yeah, especially Haaland, he got 2 goals away at Sevilla earlier this week. A fantastic win for Dortmund, 3-2. There was a late goal from Sevilla, which makes the tie very interesting when they head to Dortmund. But the game has kicked off, only a minute in so far. Schalke 0, Dortmund 0. Let us know in the live chat page your thoughts on this game. And do subscribe. We've reached 360 subscribers, so of course we'd love to get to 400. Probably not today. That's probably being a bit. Oh dear, what's happened, Joe?
Don't do
it's a goal for Everton.
Oh, Everton have scored! Oh dear!
Wow.
Oh no!
No!
Oh dear! What happened there, Joe? Explain the goal.
Anfield.
It's Decoy. It's headed back by Decoy. James Rodriguez plays the ball through. Richarlison peels off Ozan Kabak and rifles a right-footed shot into the bottom corner past Alisson Becker in front of the cop. I do not believe my eyes.
Oh dear.
2 minutes gone. Well, it's just turned to 3 minutes now, but it was 2 minutes on the clock. Richarlison strikes for 1-0 to Everton, and this is not the start that we wanted in this Merseyside.
Is it offside, Joe? Is it offside just like the Spurs game?
I'm hoping that they check it, but I can't see it being offside at all. It doesn't look offside from the replay.
Kabak just gets completely
goal given,
by
1-0 Everton.
Yeah, I'm just watching the goal back now because oh, what is this?
We talk about Thiaw heading it stupidly to Decoy. Oh, he's not offside. He's never offside.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Never offside. So Thiaw being too lax in midfield again. Let me just say that. I want to point that out because you know my agenda on Thiaw.
If Everton win today, it just sums up our league season, doesn't it? Let's be honest. And the fact that they've not won at Anfield since 1999.
Yeah, my
oh
my
God, yeah.
That's me saying, "F me, Liverpool gonna lose to Everton." WTF?
I mean, at least Liverpool could be reassured that they've got the 40 points needed to stay in the league.
Jesus.
Every silver lining, I suppose. Every cloud has a silver lining. but
I was
that's
gonna
not what I was
mention-
expecting to say to you guys.
I'm going to
When,
mention a bit.
tuning in today, I was expecting Liverpool to pummel Everton, but obviously not.
With this Dortmund game, I just want to mention now that we said that it should be a Dortmund win easily, but with Hummels and Hits in that backline for Dortmund, everything is possible.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, Hummels is a hit and miss player, isn't he? Now and
Hummels
again
is
for
currently
Dortmund.
miss all the time. And miss hit more like.
So yeah, 3 minutes in, Dortmund. Oh, foul there on Sancho, I think. No, Schalke have got the ball back, and here they come. Actually, here they go on the run. It goes to the edge of the. Oh, a little push there, and it made him lose the ball, which would have been very interesting because he only had one man remaining for Schalke. Oh, that's a shame. It's with Haaland now on the halfway line. Do get in touch in our live chat page. Share us your score predictions for this derby. And no, this is no Derby County evening. We've now reached 361 subscribers. Thank you to
Thank you.
who subscribed.
As I
But
said
Schalke
to
are on
you-
the front foot. Straight
It
from
was.
the get-go, they're going all out Schalke at the moment, which is nice to see. But I wonder if Dortmund can really exploit that.
Speaking of Derby, Jamie, I said it's a shame that there's not two teams in the city or town of Derby. You've got Derby County. It's a shame it's not like a Derby town because you could have had the Derby.
The
But
derby of all derbies. Can you imagine?
Derby
What
would be just a great
unbeaten in
title.
12 Merseyside derbies. That's going to change if this team doesn't buck its ideas up.
So like, we'll win the
Oh, didn't he
European
lose his last Riviera
Oh.
derby? Didn't he lose his last Riviera derby?
Who's
With
that?
Dortmund?
What clock?
Cup. Might have
Klopp.
done, you know.
I think he lost. I think he lost his last Riviera derby to Schalke. Well, yeah,
Yeah, they got battered 3-0, didn't they? I think.
I think so. Correct us if we're wrong, but I'm sure Klopp lost one at his last derby. as
Oh, hang on, here's
Dortmund
Haaland.
coach.
Oh, his shot deflected. And it's
How many
gone
minutes are you
beyond
on,
for-
Jamie?
I'm on 5:20.
You're ahead of me on this.
That's because I'm using the betting stream. Betting stream's always right at the top.
Yeah, has
I'm on 4 minutes 42 on my BT Sports app.
hasn't Haaland got like a 50% conversion rate this season?
What's that? Sorry.
Hasn't Haaland got like a 50% conversion rate so far this season?
Sounds about right.
It's gonna be horrible when he ends up at Manchester City.
I know. I don't want him. Oh, I hope not, but I have a feeling he will.
God, down to Everton. Fucking hell.
Oh, get up.
Joe, what time are you on?
7:22.
I'm literally a minute behind you.
Charleston, the dirty little crybaby.
Thought you were going to use another word then.
The thing is,
Keeping it PC.
Liverpool opened up by Hammers. What's Kabak and Henderson doing? Sorry, it's not Henderson's fault. That Kabak just got caught stuck in the mud.
Had to be Canterbury Charleston, the one Everton player I cannot stand.
Not convinced by his signing.
Oh, hang on, here comes Haaland on the run with, I think it's Sancho. Sancho, go for it. Oh, it's saved. And I think that's the first shot on target of the game from Dortmund. And it was Sancho who tried to open the score. And it was a pass from Haaland, a short pass. And yeah, well saved. But this is the thing.
I wish I could see it, Jamie, but I can't. My internet is going worse and worse. I'm crying here.
This is what happens when you have internet connection with 2 baked bean tins and a piece of string.
Welcome to Switzerland.
Welcome to
They're
Switzerland.
slow, like hits.
Poor hits.
Coming back to what you're saying about Haaland, if you look at over the last 1 year, the last 365 days, his XG per match is 0.92, so he should be scoring about a goal a game by his standards. And that's without penalties. Well, he doesn't take penalties anyway, so it doesn't really change a lot. But yeah, he's just always a constant threat. Even if you look at Bayern Munich today, their XG in the first half was not even 1. So
Yeah, his XG since he's been at Dortmund is the same as Aguero's in 2016, which was 0.8. Not 0.08.
Oh, a chance, and the Schalke keeper's got there.
0.08.
Just beats Brandt.
That's
to
low.
Pickford's going to have a blind today, isn't he?
Against you.
Oh,
No. He'll break.
Like that at Goodison, he just turned it on.
Nah,
like that.
Luke. He's going to break Mo Salah's leg.
But he gets overexcited, Pickford, for any game. Like against Newcastle, he get overexcited. Oh, and Haaland's got in there. Oh, so close.
There's a little bit of a role reversal this game, actually.
Number 1 next year. Carlo
A little bit of a role reversal. So, a little bit of a role reversal because Liverpool scored within 2 minutes. Well, between 2 and 3 minutes at Goodison Park in the derby early on in the season, and Everton had done the reversal here at Anfield.
Pickford won't be Carlo's number 1 next season. There's no way. No way.
You wouldn't think so, would you? But
no, I was watching a video about 10 players to upgrade, and it was like Pickford to Mike Maignan from Lille to replace him.
I think, is that a corner? No.
What minute are you on, Jamie?
I'm on 9:40.
Oh, I'm well behind. God.
I'm 8:58.
You guys need to try betting streams. They're always at the time of the game.
Jamie, I'll take any stream right now. That works. Yeah, Dortmund don't look comfortable, and I find it weird that Sancho put it out for a corner when who does that when a player's injured? Don't you put it out for a throw-in? I mean, don't put it out for a corner.
Yeah.
They're not going to give the corner back, are they?
No, exactly.
No, it's just stupid. Because you know, when it's a drop ball, you're technically allowed to score from it. You don't have to give possession back.
No, exactly.
It's just a fair play rule almost.
An empty Schalke arena, which I went to back in November 2019, and it is a fantastic atmosphere there. If there was fans in.
One of their latest victories, should we call it? And one where it was Wagner who was boss back then. That went terribly wrong.
That went really bad. But
they
he
were
did the
in
right
contention
thing.
He's on the shortlist, isn't he? He's on the shortlist for the Bournemouth job.
Is he?
Well,
Yeah, he's on the shortlist with Henry and Vieira.
I think that's right because of what he did with Huddersfield.
Yeah.
Henry, Vieira, Wagner, and Woodgate are on the shortlist. Apparently.
Woodgate. Oh
Woodgate.
my God!
Oh,
Why?
no, not Woodgate.
The
Why?
only manager that makes sense out of that list is Wagner because he's got a team promoted.
Exactly.
Vieira did all right at Nice.
What the hell's what the hell's Henry done in football as a manager?
He's done Monaco. He's done
Yeah, but he was crap.
Isn't it Montreal Impact? He was crap. He was awful.
His record at Montreal
Even have to get Jardine back in.
Like, I swear, like, Henry's Montreal record, like, it's just a teeny bit better than his Monaco record, which is still crap.
Yeah, at Monaco it was so bad they got Jardine back in. They've sacked Jardine, got Henry in, then they brought Jardine back. So he got rehired during the period where he still should have been Monaco boss. So that's double salary basically.
So Nico Kovac is in charge of Monaco now, isn't he?
He's doing well. Had a really good 2021. They lost their first game in 2021 just last week, I think it was. Oh no, they drew it. So that means that their win streak is over. But they're doing really well.
Nico wasn't a good manager for Croatia though. Did a poor job with them in the World Cup.
I'm getting confused.
The Kovac was at Bayern at one point, or am I?
No,
Yeah,
Kovac
he was at Bayern. Yeah, he was, and his last match was against Frankfurt when they lost 5-1.
Yeah.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
then got sacked,
I
and
thought
then Flick just won everything.
Yeah.
He's now lost the same amount of games as trophies won.
6.
Oh, mate, Cabot. Oh, watching him play. Like, I hope that move is not permanent.
He's not at fault for everything. He's not at fault for everything.
Huntelaar's watching in the stands and he's getting quite vocal actually towards the Schalke players.
Good player.
Is
Bastian
Huntelaar
Huntelaar.
decent? How much is he getting paid at Schalke?
He's
right
going.
now,
He's there.
Huntelaar?
He's getting paid in crisps.
No, Jamie, we're not having this crisp conversation again. It's not getting paid in crisp.
Let me show you something beautiful.
Has he got a Huntelaar shirt?
So I found out.
Oh yeah.
So I found out today that yesterday. So I found out that you know Luis Suarez, when his move went through to Atletico Madrid,
Yeah.
Barcelona are paying
Yeah.
half his salary at Atletico Madrid at the moment.
Oh my god, boss is just a mess.
Yes. So
Hooray!
they're paying to.
Mess.
Oh, nice, Jamie. That's delicious. Where's that from?
That's
What
the
year?
Ajax shirt. No, that's the
This-
current away
Is
one.
that's this year. It's the
Yeah.
current away one. Oh, I might take that off you.
I can sell you one if you want.
Oh, because I was so tempted to get an Ajax away shirt when I was back there in Amsterdam. So, if anyone knows, my girlfriend's family is affiliated to Ajax club, so that's where.
I have to
Well,
say,
like,
Huntelaar
part of
is
it
a
is-
sitter for Ajax against Liverpool.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Save any other side that goes in.
I mean, give him credit. I mean, he needs a Zimmer frame, so to get on the pitch, it's already a good start.
He's played for some clubs, though, hasn't he?
Hey,
Couple of big
Yeah.
clubs. He's played for Ajax. He's played for Real Madrid.
Milan. Oh, Real Madrid was such a
Milan.
shame. It didn't really work out.
Well, we can say quite comfortably that he's past his
Back
peak.
again.
Oh, what's happening, Joe?
Just fouled Hammers. About 25 yards from goal. There's no need. He's flying in.
So who's this?
Get back again. Just have a look again.
I don't know. I'll catch up in a minute. It's time to see it.
Oh, it's not. Well, actually, it's not as bad as it looked. But looked like he was flying in, but
He
really, he's just stood his ground and Hammers is
signing.
caught his thigh. But
Lastminute.com signing.
he won't be here next season, I don't think.
Oh, no way.
Not unless we get. We're looking at a couple of different players. We've got like Kanate, Douche, Kaleta still on the list, and there was one of the others the other day. But
You know,
I
yeah,
can't remember
like
the name.
after watching Upamecano, I'm like, oh, have we dodged a bullet by not activating his release clause? Because like watching him was like, am I watching Kurt Zuma? Because like he was so clumsy. I'm like, wow, didn't know Kurt Zuma's just signed for Bayern. How did Kabak not get booked for that?
In case viewers are wondering, I am eating, but I've muted my mic on OBS so that you can't hear me eating. Apart from the lads.
I thought I could hear rustling.
Well, at the moment, well, Schalke. I thought Schalke had a corner, but they didn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a corner too, but it was a strange one.
Right.
Dortmund seems to be getting away with it a bit here. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not looking comfortable in this game. You can expect a red card in this sort of derby, can't you? This one gets quite feisty. And I think Dortmund are going for 3 at the back. I mean, I'm not too sure how good well that's going to work. And I'm off again.
To say this is a painful watch.
I don't think you're
I've
off.
got a Dortmund shirt somewhere. I'll see if I can find it for you.
I'm surprised you haven't done 2 shirts in one there, Joe. You know, half of Dortmund, half of Liverpool.
I got my Marine shirt in the week. You from the FA Cup.
Oh yeah! Oh, you got it. Nice. How much was it?
It arrived. I emailed them. I can't remember. I think it was like 40 quid or something like that, because it was like a special edition
Nice.
sort of thing. But
Keep hold of that, Joe. It could be worth
Well,
a bit
yeah.
in the future.
see if I can find my Dortmund one for you. I've got a Dortmund one floating around somewhere.
Luke is clearly delighted with the scoreline so far as he drinks his Diet Coke.
Mm-hmm.
He hopes to drown in that Diet Coke if the result ends badly.
Hey, if we lose this game, top 4's looking very, very unlikely.
Hey, what if Everton win and Schalke win? It's a day for the Blues, isn't it?
Especially after Chelsea dropped
Got
points today.
Oh, hey up, he's got his Marco Reus, who actually, it's
We
a good
mentioned
thing.
today, didn't we?
It's a good thing you brought him up, Joe, because it's his 300th appearance. today.
There you go, Marco Royce, Dortmund.
Marco Royce, special player. Just shame about his injuries.
Yeah,
I've
he's a
left
great player.
I've left the label on it. I've never worn it.
It's salad again.
Oh dear. Funny.
Oh,
Jordan Henderson with a volley. Pickford tipping it around the post. Robbed in the last derby, Jordan. Robbed.
oh my God, VAR's just
Oh.
don't get me started on that. Nothing wrong with the
Speaking of Suarez,
just the people.
speaking of Suarez, lads.
That's a good save from Pickford.
Speaking of Suarez,
Oh, Suarez at Barcelona. Which year is that from?
I think it's the 2015-16 one. Yeah, 15-16. The one where the stripes go across, like hoops instead. So the year after they won the Champions League.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Like the year after Barca won the Champions League, didn't Suarez like outscore Messi?
Yeah.
He did one season. I can't remember which one it was though. So
Yeah, well, you know, like
I think it
in,
was that season.
in the MSN season, I saw that
He's gone down.
Suarez and Neymar had more goals and assists than Messi in that season.
If the viewers haven't guessed, I'd like to collect football shirts.
yeah, is that a penalty on Haaland now? Or what happened there with the?
Joe, you haven't seen my boxes.
You've probably got more than me, to be honest, Jay.
I've got 3 boxes under the bed of football shirts.
I've got a 19 Messi shirt somewhere from 2007. It's too small for me to wear, but I bought it when I was like 11 on holiday in Spain.
Nice.
So it's got gold writing on the back. It's quite nice. I was like, do I get Messi or do I get Henri? So I liked Henri, but I went for Messi.
Do you guys want to
Literally
see
before Messi
something?
was-
Do you guys want to see something really sad? It's going to embarrass me, but I'm going to do this because I'm your friends. Watch this.
Oh.
This is embarrassing.
He says while proudly showing it.
This is the Liverpool shirt he just pulls out.
No, no, it's even worse.
What, City?
Because I really thought this was going to happen.
Oh,
Don't tell me it's a United shirt with someone else on the back.
Oh no!
You actually brought it. I thought you were joking.
No, I actually got quite a few of these.
Oh my God, what a save!
I got. Oh, yeah.
I get why you get so
thought you
active with the shirt pull.
I thought you were joking when
Like,
you
because
put on
you gotta make
Instagram
up
that
for that
time that you
loss
brought
there.
it. I thought you were joking.
Why do you? What? I really thought we were going to sign him.
Did you buy it from the club shop or did you buy it from
changed
like
the
a
title of
hockey
this
website
video.
or
Seb
what?
True
I
revealed
bought it.
United.
I bought it online. So okay, look, I'll shame myself now.
Hey,
Confirmation.
people
Sancho United shirt. Yep. There it is, United Sancho shirt. It'll happen, just not in this shirt.
It'd be great if he goes. Yeah, it'd be great if he goes to United and he doesn't have the number 7. He has some like 14 or. I
Oh
don't know
God,
what.
yeah, Cavani's number 7, isn't he?
That'd
Ah,
just make my day.
oh man.
Exactly.
I've got a David Beckham number 7 shirt from United. Now this shirt, I don't know if I ever want to sell it. I'll show you it now. Yep, this is shirt pulling on YouTube.
Jamie reveals Sancho to United.
I might actually put that as a YouTube clip now. That video just then.
That should be a new profile there.
That's part of the highlights.
There's the Lewandowski one.
Oh, I got a Lewandowski one.
Yeah, I love a Lewandowski
goals.
Yeah,
one.
that's
Is
nice.
that this year's?
Last season's.
Last season's.
I got it
Where's
for
the
a
Kimmich
tenner.
one, Jamie? Where's the Kimmich one?
I haven't got it yet.
Ah,
I've got a Maradona one
You look-
here from the Argentina one.
tempting
Oh,
me
that's
with
nice.
you get the Kimmich one.
Drive.
Is it
It-
Beckham 99er? Is it that you got?
It is, yeah.
Hey Joey, I've got to ask you a question.
But it's
about
an FA Cup one.
okay.
So
I've
this
got
is
a
this
little-
is an original which I'm gonna sell for 100, I reckon. FA Cup final one. So yeah,
That's
Hey, Joey,
decent.
I've got a question about United's treble-winning team.
go on.
If City clean up the quadruple, is it better than the treble?
Which they won't.
Will it?
No,
Will
good
they be
question.
better than the treble team if they clean up this year?
If they, yeah, but I think no, it would be because they've done more trophies than United in one season. There's no doubt about it.
Wait for the but.
No. I mean, if they do it, they do it.
Because for me, City have cleaned up domestically. I think they'll beat Spurs. They've won the league, and I expect them to win the FA Cup. It just depends whether or not Pep's it in the Champions League, where he just overthinks it.
Yeah.
Rather than playing City's natural game. But I feel like since he's actually sorted out that defence now, he might actually stop tinkering about and actually play City's natural game in the Champions League.
Talking about tinkering about, Dortmund are doing that on the edge of the Schalke box without actually getting a shot away.
Yeah, it's still goalless here. Schalke 0, Dortmund.
And Fährmann nearly messed up big time with passing it out from the back.
And you know how much I like him.
Yeah, Henderson's just grabbed his hamstring.
Oh no! No, Joe! Henderson's popped his hammy.
This season's falling apart. He's just done his hamstring in a chance with Decore. And they just showed Klopp grinning on the touchline. I just thought, please just be mine. And he's lying on the floor, grimacing, and Henderson doesn't stay down unless he's injured properly. This is the guy that played for a semi-final with knee cartilage gone.
Are you telling me Kabak? Oh no! Jesus.
Kabak and Phillips probably at the back.
Phillips or Davies? Oh no!
Sounds like Roadrunner could come out of Richarlison this afternoon.
Well,
we've got Fährmann down in the Dortmund game.
Davies is coming on. Phillips is coming on. But I'd give Davies a chance at some point. But it's Phillips that's coming on, so obviously Henderson's stuffed.
What's Fährmann's injury there? It looks like a stomach injury. That's a weird one.
Yeah, I just thought he was. I thought he was using it as an excuse just because of that mistake. Ooh, it doesn't look that bad. He got up straight away, so I don't know what's happened there.
Yeah, he got up.
It's probably appendicitis.
So a weird diagnosis there from Jamie Davies straight away.
I know my stuff.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Haaland goes to win the ball. That's one thing about Haaland. There's a high work rate even being at the front of an attack. I saw against Sevilla the other day in tracking back. He gets a yellow, but Haaland will still put in that 100% the whole game. His fitness is incredible.
I think he ever had a stomach injury.
I don't think it's very common. I did once get studs up into my stomach here, and the ref said it wasn't a foul. Then I lifted up my shirt and showed it was bleeding down here. So just to prove that he did get me badly. Yeah, that was quite funny actually.
Which Seb didn't actually tell you the truth there. Actually, what happened was he got shot. Anyway, Egg Hamada says hello. Hello, Egg Hamada. Hope you're well. What do you think of this Dortmund game so far? I know you enjoy your German football. It's currently goalless, so here comes Schalke now on the left wing. Huntelaar's being very vocal again in the stands, and he was sitting next to some of the club staff who are enjoying their hot chockies. And I think they're just...
What do we think of Brandt as a number 10? I've said this to you before, Jamie. I'm not sure what Brandt is. Is he a number 8? Is he a number 10? Is he a...
He's a Haaland lookalike in the far
really
distance.
He's still quite young, Brandt. It's quite surprising for how long he's been about. He's still only 24. But I'm not sure what his real role is in this Dortmund team, because I prefer Royce in that number 10, even if he's not been that great recently. You see, like, Brandt loses it easily in the midfield trying to do back heel when that was never going to get to anyone.
Oh, hang on, Seb.
Hang on,
Seb. I've just had a confession from Egg Hamada that he loves me. He says I love you, but I don't know if it's for all 4 of us. I mean, we can have a 5-some later. Egg Hamada, just give us your address.
I'll pass.
Jamie, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself, Jamie.
2-some then. Oh, hang on, here comes Schalke. Here comes Schalke, and this is 2 against 2 at the moment. Or some Dortmund players coming back. He's going alone. Oh, he's just shot it right at the defence. Oh, it's another block. Oh, Schalke.
Back on.
Just a quick update from Henderson. He's tried playing on, but he can't, so he's coming off now.
That's stupid to continue.
Why bring him back on then?
If he's got a hamstring, then he's done.
Our season's done. That's our season done.
I'm a bit disappointed the way Harit didn't release the ball earlier to Hoppe, because that would have been a goal if it was the case. He just waits and then he shoots on goal, which is a pretty poor shot at the end.
Oh, Egg Hamada asking us the player's name you mentioned ahead of the Club World Cup, saying, "Do you still know?
Of course.
Do you still know Marandowski?" I mean, Lewandowski didn't have a great game today, despite getting a goal back, but that must be his relative.
Yeah, no. It's not Lewandowski. It's player for Al Ahly.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that. I know. That's what I was joking about, Seb. Come on, get with it.
Sorry. I'm a bit slow today, like my internet.
Just like he always is. He always thinks it's the internet. Love you, Seb.
You too, Jamie.
Oh, Schalke going down the left wing. Yeah, Schalke are giving them a good game, but again, as Luke said, derbies, it doesn't matter about form, it goes out the window, and Schalke are brave here. They're giving it a really good go.
They're brave. They haven't had the most chances, but they look like they could just easily concede a goal. They're not defending for their lives here.
No.
Or if this is defending for their lives, then they've always been bad at defending, which isn't new.
Oh, hang on. Hang on, Seb. I think you might be wrong about Marandowski. Apparently he's not an Al Ahly player.
Can't confuse with them all.
Who does he play for then, Egamada? I thought he was at Al Ahly as well.
Indian. Is it Indian? What's it called? Kerala Blasters.
I can feel it. It's not that.
You remember that really well.
On Trent.
What, Kerala Blasters? Is that it?
Yeah.
I know now because since I searched them up on Google for one of the live streams, it keeps coming up with their live scores on Google and it keeps updating me with it.
Oh, this is fun.
Well, my stream is
done. Our season is done. We've got to win the Champions League.
We'll win it. We have a history of winning the European Cup in the seasons where we're not doing well domestically.
That is true.
My worry now is that Virgil's back in the gym, and I'm worried they're going to try and push him, saying you've got to come back this season.
Oh, they can't
Klopp
push
said
him.
He's not coming back. Klopp said he's not back this season.
I think it's
better.
I think it's.
Virgil, you think you can do end of March for me?
I think it is best that.
I don't want to
Van
see
Dijk.
Gomez this season, to be honest.
Oh, looks like there's going to be a
Gomez won't
sub
be
for
back, surely.
Armin's
If
not,
he's done his
Armin's
Calatin, like I was told, then he's not back. He's not back at all this
Well,
season. He'll be lucky to start next season.
If say that if everything went well, he'd be back for the Euros, and I'm thinking, don't you effing dare put him in the Euro squad for the Netherlands.
Well, Schalke have got
substitute,
Fährmann not coming off, which is a shame. So that's their main goalkeeper after the moment he had with Haaland. But that's nice to see Haaland coming to pat him on the back and just telling him to get better. Always good to see.
Yeah, and when you see a goalkeeper come off of Fährmann's age, 32, you think, oh, he's going to bring on a young keeper in his place. And, well, I couldn't be more wrong. Langer is 36 years old, so
Yeah.
bringing on an older gun. Maybe he's slower. Langer? Okay, no. In Germany.
I wouldn't say I've had a stomach injury myself, Seb and Jamie, but yesterday I did a bit of a workout and my stomach also started to spasm.
Hang on, Joe. No. Seb was shot. It wasn't a physical injury.
I wasn't shot.
He was shot. Switzerland's a dangerous place.
I'll be right back. I'm just going to go loot.
That should have been 2-0 to Everton.
He's having a number 2.
Seamus Coleman with a diving header, Alisson Becker with the save.
Number 2 would be appropriate considering their season. So Egg Hamada is saying, where are you from? I know 1 and 3, which is Jamie and me. Jamie's put himself as 1 because, he's the 1. And I'm the 3rd one. So I'm guessing he's asking you, Joe, and Luke, where you're from. Luke, where are you from?
He's gone for a moment. He's gone for a shit. He's from the toilets.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Jamie. So, Joe.
Luke's on the toilet, but he lives in Wrexham, doesn't he, or something, Luke, and I live near to Chester.
Tatton Hall.
So
Don't be ashamed to say Tatton Hall, Joe.
Oh, Tatton Hall, the hub of the countryside over there. I lived not far from Tatton Hall when I was in England. I lived in, Broxton. Oh no, Fuller's more like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's where I lived in the.
Your parents had that house for a while, didn't they? After you left.
Yeah, until 2015. So it was. I mean, it was really quite unfortunate because they could sell it in 2008 when we just moved. But then there was the housing crisis, so the
Oh,
value dropped
God,
by
yeah.
about 50%, and they sold it for really cheap in the end in 2015. So
Oh, that's annoying.
we moved here probably a bit too late. If we'd moved early, we might have sold the house in 2008 before the boom went down. But yeah, multiple complications like that.
So Schalke still level with Dortmund. And here come Dortmund now. And
Chan playing at centre back is something I don't like.
No.
But I think it's Delaney as well, swapping around with Chan at centre back, and it reeks of near the end of the reign for Favre. We're out of ideas. Let's put Chan in and try and get a bit of an extra person up front, and then just concede more goals, like 5 against Stuttgart.
Ed Kamada saying, "I know you know where I am from, India."
Are you sure about that, Jamie?
I'm hoping I'm right. Or was it Egypt?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
There was 18th different centre-back pairing this season.
So I think he's Egypt, isn't he? I thought it was Egypt, Edgar Hamada, because it seems like his name's written in Egyptian or Arab or something like that, the kind of language it is. Sorry, we can't remember exactly where you're from.
Still goalless, just over 10 minutes to go. Dortmund really need the points, and so does Schalke. And it's going to be a throw for Dortmund.
What's going to happen to Dortmund if they don't finish?
It is a derby, but Rosa might still be able to get them Champions League, but it'll definitely be a bit more difficult than planned.
Because I'm expecting part of that team to get sold if they don't make Champions League.
They need the money. They're the German club that has lost the most revenue because of match day income.
For me, Sancho's
80,000 seats just gone all of a sudden.
Yeah. For me,
maybe
Sancho
he is.
definitely going.
But I think Dortmund wouldn't be against signing maybe some of their older players, like I don't know, Witzel, Chan, trying to get some income off that so they can just keep their head above water. Because if they can sell Chan, Hummels even, I'd sell Hummels if I were Dortmund. If they can do that, they might be able to just about survive. Or survive post non-Champions League, let's just say.
Oh, I thought he'd scored.
Who?
Phillips thought he'd scored, but he hit the side netting.
Ed Kamada asking, how old are you? I'm 26. Seb, you're 25, aren't you?
Exactly.
Joe is 58. And Luke's about 89.
58.
I'm 22.
Actually,
so
Luke's
if you can actually guess my age, you'll be surprised.
25.
I'm
No, I was meaning the viewers, but okay.
I guess in honor
Luke, you're
of
probably right,
Schalke, in honor of Schalke 04, we should have had a 4-year-old on.
I've got my cat. She's 8. Where is she?
I thought your cat was like 39.
No, he's dead now.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah.
21. 21 a few weeks ago.
Hey, Joe, if Liverpool don't get relegated, successful season, I think.
If they get relegated. It's alright, if we hit the 40 points, we're fine.
Yeah.
I would have liked for the wordplay person in me for Schalke to have got their 11th point in a derby game against Dortmund, but it's only going to be 10 if they draw, so I'm disappointed in that. You know, Derby got 11 points in their season.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, is Fabinho back next week?
I honestly don't know. I don't think he is.
Who had Liverpool next week?
Sheffield United.
Oh, Ryan Bruce is going to score, isn't he? You just see it now. We're
got
just
Sheffield
standing out. What, you've not won here for
Sheffield
8
United away.
Here you go. What, Everton
What is it?
won it since 99? There you go. We'll just break records for you. Not the right ones.
Sheffield United away on Sunday, and then we play Chelsea at home on the 4th of March.
Oh, God. I thought Chelsea were quite boring to watch, actually, against Southampton. They had the ball, but
I actually enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the game, even though it wasn't
They're
that
quite
interesting. I find them both intriguing. That's why I'll voluntarily watch both teams because I find it quite interesting. They can be boring, yes. Chelsea versus Wolves, my God, that was boring.
Tuchel's got a lot of work to do. I don't think he wants to play three at the back. I don't
think he does. I think he does. If you look at what he did at Paris, he played 4 at the back with Paris, but that was just so he could let Bernat go up forward, and they basically reverted to some sort of 3 at the back so that he could get Neymar and Messi up front doing whatever they want without losing too many men in midfield. I think, 3 at the back is where Tuchel might end up going with Chelsea. I don't know.
Seriously looking at
He tries adapting all the time.
So you're looking at a back 3.
And we heard Sula today.
Boateng and Thiago Silva next season. Oh, that's old.
But we heard rumours, we mentioned it before when watching Bayern Munich, of Sula maybe going to Chelsea, which I thought, tall guys who just fall over all the time, that sounds about like Chelsea.
Alaba, apparently he's lowering his wage demands, but I think he's still going to Real Madrid.
I thought it was official.
I thought it was too, but apparently he's lowering his wage demands.
Yeah, because as I mentioned how many times that he wants about 17 million euros a year, and
Apparently
one's going to pay that.
To under 10.
Well, good then, because he's not worth 17 million euros a year.
I'd like him at Liverpool, but he's not going to go.
He isn't.
Liverpool got a massive summer for me. We've got to be playing Champions League football. Do you think Virgil van Dijk wants to play Europa League next season? No.
I mean, let's talk about Dortmund, shall we? There's 5 minutes to go till half time. At this moment in time, Luke, they're going to have a squad that's going to lose some big players this summer, and they've just announced Marco Reus as their new manager come the summer, so Marco Reus has a big job in his hands.
Yeah, I imagine out of that star quartet, I think Sancho's the one that's going to go this summer, I think. He was linked to that United £100 million move in the summer. Ed Woodward trying to, play games for Dortmund. Dortmund said, "You passed the deadline, we're not going to sell him." So I'm thinking that he's going to go, especially with Dortmund's financial issues and Dortmund dropping the price to around £88 million. But if they don't finish Champions League, I know Haaland's release clause it's not active till the summer afterwards, but if they don't finish outside if they don't have Champions League football, I can see them both leaving Marco Rosa with a lot of money to rebuild that squad, to reshape that squad. So it's going to be very, 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 very interesting to see what he does with that team.
I mean, when you mention where do you think Sancho's going to go?
That's
United?
The problem, yeah.
I don't know. United.
I was listening to Talk Sport yesterday, Seb, and Simon Jordan, who's on the show, who's on Talk Sport now and again, said, because they've just extended the contract of Mason Greenwood, he said he's far better than Sancho. And it does feel like, hang on, here come Dortmund, and it's a goal. Dortmund, and it's Sancho, the man that we've just been talking about, named after a packet of crisps. He has just opened the scoring for Dortmund. It's Schalke 0, Dortmund 1, just 4 minutes before half-time. And really, he couldn't. They had to score from there. Completely in the right places in the box. Schalke's defence was all over the place. They couldn't deal with it. And it's 1-0 to Dortmund. Seb, your thoughts on that?
My streaming's a bit off,
but
I saw the goal. Good finish. I don't know how the build-up played well, but they looked very relieved to get that. But Schalke, open, wide open. Nothing new. This is Schalke. But mainly, they give the ball away so stupidly. Why are they messing about when they've got 3 Dortmund players around them now? I don't know which Schalke player it is, but just get it further away from in the pitch. Just doesn't make sense. And that's why Schalke will go down.
It's the fact that
it's just awful to concede like that. You get under pressure for possession and you nearly lose it. So what do you do after nearly losing it? Bless you. If you nearly lose possession, what do you do after that? Well, you boot it long. okay, no, I'm going to try dribbling again in my own half or just outside my 16-yard box. No, then they punish them, Dortmund, and rightly so. That's unforgivable defending or just unforgivable play from Schalke.
It's a fact as well. They just let it go straight outside their own box.
Yeah,
It's absolutely ridiculous.
It's lack of concentration.
Ed Kamada saying, "You are awesome with a love heart." Thank you, Ed Hamada. We really
We love you,
appreciate
Edgar.
it. I mean, I love him more, Seb. Anyway, just point it out there.
Wasn't it Stambouli who lost the ball?
I think it was.
Tottenham player. Tottenham Paris
I
ex-player.
wonder what Kolasinac thought when he found out Mustafi was signing for Schalke.
I don't think Kolasinac really has that authority to be judging others.
I rather think that Schalke are desperately needing like the loan signings of West
Oh,
Ham
for God's sake, come back again!
and Kabak to become permanent because they need the money. But yeah, Schalke desperately need the money, and they need all the players they've sent out on loan to make their loans permanent.
Well, the
No,
problem
what-
with Schalke is they never managed to get rid of players that they
Back to
want to
Schalke.
get rid of.
Kabak is
They
a
never got-
bumbling buffoon.
They never got rid of the players they want to get rid of. I think Stambouli was one that they wanted out. They wanted Bentaleb out, but they couldn't get rid of these players, and that just means that they've got Deadwood in the team that still start, which is worrying for Schalke.
Oh yeah, back to that Simon Jordan comment.
Yeah,
Does he know that Green was a striker, not a right winger?
he's been playing right winger though, hasn't he?
But for me, like Eden Green was.
Oh, what a goal! Haaland! Oh, it's an absolute wonderful bicycle kick from Erling Haaland, and that's probably put the game to bed before half time. It's 2-0. Oh, lads, you're in for a treat. This is a great goal.
That's great.
That's
And
just
Sancho got
beautiful.
the cross
game
in.
on my phone because it's better than the Liverpool game.
Oh, that's a good one. Sancho just showing no, sorry, not Sancho. Haaland. Clinical. You give it to him on the edge of the box, he'll score.
That's a great goal.
And Christian Gross just looks
Oh,
lost.
what a goal!
What'd you do?
What a goal! Just seeing it now. What a goal!
Haaland.
He is world class. He is world class. But he just peels off the defender there, asks for it. It looks like there's no danger in that position, but then he gets the shot away. God knows
Oh
how.
my God!
How.
It's
You
so.
filthy animal. What a goal, Haaland, you filthy! Oh,
How clinical.
the Norwegian hitman.
I mean, he's in a position where he has no right. He has no right to shoot in that position, and he does. And he gets the ball so perfectly around the defender that the goalkeeper can't see it till late.
Oh,
It's
he's
low
like
anyway,
he's like
so
the reincarnation of
great
Zlatan.
goal.
He's better than Zlatan.
Oh, I think he can be
I
better
think,
than
yeah,
Zlatan,
yeah, I think you're probably right, Joe.
Hey, gonna win the Champions League, guaranteed. So that will make him better than Zlatan. He'll win the Champions League.
I was thinking to myself, I'd love Liverpool to get Dortmund in the quarters or the semis, but maybe not.
Oh no, he will. He will.
You'll have a
really
field
go
day.
for a
I don't
Monday.
know.
I mean, Haaland was world class against Seville. I mean, okay, Mbappe scored a hat trick at the Nou Camp, but Haaland at Seville might have even just been better because he's just unplayable.
Oh, they're showing the goal again.
Bits of
He
the
does
watch-along.
everything.
Sancho with the assist. Oh,
Bits of the game. I watched bits of the game and I thought, wow, Haaland's a different beast. For me, he's what
He's
Liverpool.
keeping this Dortmund team of water.
He's
Yeah,
what's Liverpool need. Not some
In all fairness, anyone needs Haaland.
goals. For me, he's going to City.
Anyone would need Haaland right now.
Oh, Thiago scored, but it's ruled out.
he gets more
Because the
thumbs up,
whistle already
Thiago does, than goals.
Let's not start the Thiago slander.
Not slander, it's just saying it has it is. He gives the ball away and gets fouled away cheaply. He has them. He's cost Liverpool so many goals with so little starts.
For me, his best game in the Liverpool shirt was the derby.
I
Derby
dunno.
when he played with Fabinho and Henderson, who did his running for him.
No, the first half, Thiago was inexistent. That second half, admittedly, yes, he controlled the game a lot more from that deep position. But when he was playing ahead of Fabinho, he kept giving the ball away. People just didn't know what to do with it. Henderson was immense in that derby. Henderson was. So it looks like this game almost is done. Just how much do Dortmund win by? And I'm guessing they could get 2 more in the second half.
I think that depends on what mood Haaland's feeling. And if he's feeling a hat-trick, then he'll get himself a hat-trick.
Oh. Big problem for Haaland is he's still behind Andre Silva in the goal scoring, so he will want to get ahead of him. And what does that mean? That'll mean getting another 2 goals.
He played less than him.
Yeah, that's not something that concerns Haaland, because all he looks at is he's 3rd place and he wants to be 2nd. So, or he wants to be 1st, but 1st is way too ambitious, because Lewandowski 10 goals ahead of him is a bit much, isn't it, to catch up? So it's half time, isn't it?
Half-time, yeah.
Half-time
mark. Like Lewandowski is like, since the start of last season, 80 games, 86 goals.
Question from Egg Hamada. He's saying, what is your name? He's saying, don't ignore me. Sorry about that. Seb, Luke, Jamie, and Joe. I hope I did that right with the
Don't
pointing,
call him
but,
Joe. You can't call him that.
Difficult.
Can't call him Joe.
Mr. Stanley.
That's an insult, yeah. Only Joe can say that himself. See, only I care, Joe.
Joseph.
You dare call him that?
No, I only get that when I've done something.
Even the expected goals.
I only get that when I've done something wrong or I'm wearing a multicoloured coat.
So the expected goals for Dortmund in that first half was 0.5.
Who, for Dortmund? Oh, really?
Yeah, 0.5, and I think it was 0.2 for Schalke.
I mean, that goal. Oh, that'll be shown all over the world, that goal. It's an absolute beautiful goal. Sancho and Haaland together. You see, surely, I'll say this now, if Dortmund are going to let go of both these players, I think whoever gets Haaland should get Sancho as well.
You've got to have the resource.
Will go back to City because I don't think his relationship with Pep is that great. But
well, especially the fact that they sold him, I don't think he feels like he has to prove anything. He wants to play.
Well, half time, of course, as Seb mentioned.
Be surprised to see how.
Half time, of course, as Seb mentioned, and the man of the match so far has probably got to be Sancho. Yeah, that's him on a United shirt. It could happen. It could happen. He got the opening goal and he got the assist to Erling Haaland's fantastic bicycle kick. If you haven't seen it yet, do check it out if you can online, if it's up yet. But it's an absolute brilliant goal. They've just showed the replay at half time, and then just a slow-mo of the Schalke coach just putting their hands in his face, just thinking, yep, I'm screwed. Anyway, we've got some people getting in touch on our live chat page. King Potato says, hello, Walla. I'd imagine that's hello. Where's Queen Potato? Is she around tonight? Ed Kamada says, hey, Joe. Say hello back, Joe.
Sounds like a Jimi Hendrix song.
Hello, what's his name? Sorry?
Ed Kamada.
Ed Kamada. Ed Kamada. Hiya, mate. How you doing?
You're welcome, Ed Hamada, to say your real name because that sounds like that looks like a username, doesn't it?
Yeah, what's your real name, Ed Kamada? Is it Morandowski?
That could be his real name.
I know it's a wrong one to make probably, but I'm intrigued. And my stream keeps stopping, but it's half time, so it's okay.
Oh dear.
But yeah,
I'm not okay.
So basically, Dortmund have looked like they might have won this, but it's not now a question of how many.
Yeah, and Schalke's defence, Seb, has pretty much shown what they've been like all season.
Yeah, it's basically like sand. They're trying to make a sandcastle without any sort of water. It doesn't hold up.
That's a good way of putting it.
Lump of nothing.
Well, it's no Berlin Wall, that's for sure.
And it's a shame.
So let us know your thoughts in the comments.
It might be an 86, so
Hamada Assad, that's his name. So now we know his name.
Hamada, yeah.
We're playing.
Hamada's name? Okay.
We certainly are playing truths today, aren't we?
Oh.
Right. Right, yeah. So half time. Let's check the Bundesliga results from earlier today then, if I can get them up. So yesterday it was Bielefeld 0, Wolfsburg 3. Wolfsburg showing Bayern Munich how to do it against a lower league team after they drew with Bielefeld earlier this week. Mönchengladbach 1, no, Mainz 2, no, not good. Mönchengladbach losing at home in Marco Rose's first game back since announced as the Dortmund manager earlier this week. Freiburg 0, Union Berlin 1, which is a good result for Union Berlin, and that actually helps them get ahead of Mönchengladbach in the table. Frankfurt 2, Bayern Munich 1, which Seb and I watched early on Let's Talk Sport, which was a fantastic win for Frankfurt. They had a long second half. They were on the back foot pretty much for the whole game.
But they were comfortable defending in that second half. They were on the back foot, but they looked like they had the game in their hands still.
Yes, yeah, they did, and they got the win, and they deserved it. FC Cologne 0, Stuttgart 1, and of course here at Schalke 0, Dortmund 2. But it's a triple header tomorrow. FC Augsburg up against Bayer Leverkusen at 12:30. Hertha Berlin versus RB Leipzig at 2:30. Which of course, if Leipzig can get the 3 points from that game, they are going to be 2 points behind Bayern Munich. And then the last game of the day is Hoffenheim hosting Werder Bremen.
I just mentioned about Arminia Bielefeld and Wolfsburg.
No.
So sorry. In that game against Wolfsburg, Arminia had 7 shots and 3 on target. Against Bayern, Arminia had 7 shots and 3 on target. We can tell a difference in both matches, which is basically none. Yet Bayern conceded the 3 shots, or conceded 3 goals on those 3 shots on target, whereas Wolfsburg didn't.
I was going to say, Joe, Bayern Munich, what have you thought of them this season? Because they've not, they've still been winning trophies, the tournaments that they deserve to be in because they won other cups before it, but they've been a bit hit and miss, and I think the last 2 games have shown that. A draw against Bielefeld at home, which they had to come back from 3-1 down to get the draw, but then this week they lose to Frankfurt, and now if Leipzig win tomorrow, they go 2 points behind.
Yeah, especially with the what's called the Club World Cup. Since they've done that, they've been a bit off the rails, haven't they? Really,
yeah.
Not been able there. Whether it's the travel's taken it out of them, I'm not sure. But they're a team that you expect to dominate the German league season in, season out, and Leipzig obviously only established 2009. I think it said the other night on TV. For them, if they won the Bundesliga this season, it's one heck of a story, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Only It's 12th year in existence to win the Germans' top flight. Unreal.
But I think it says a lot about Nagelsmann as well, because Nagelsmann has really brought Leipzig onto another level. Getting them into a semi-final of the Champions League is already a great achievement in itself. This squad is without doubt weaker without Werner, without Schick, who went to Bayer Leverkusen in the end. They've lost players, and they haven't really regained that. They haven't really bought that many in. They bought Szoboszlai, but the squad is really, he's doing wonders with it, still in contention for the German title.
Luke,
Nagelsmann, it won't be long before he's in the Premier League. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right, Joe. Luke, do you think with Bayern Munich, is this finally the season where they might not actually win the league?
No, they'll win the league. They'll win the league. They've got the best squad. They've got the best player in the league, in Robert Lewandowski. I think the problem is when he stops scoring, what's going to happen? But until then, Bayern are just going to continue winning. I feel like with Hansi Flick, it's like, this is going to sound mad, but it's like Roberto Di Matteo at Chelsea when he came in.
Yeah.
It's obvious that the players are running things. Like, he's got a spine which is still, I'd say some of them are still in their prime, probably dictating things, like in training and stuff like that. So I imagine that they'll stop winning the league when Robert Lewandowski stops scoring. But for me, he's having another phenomenal season.
And he did score today.
He scored 86 goals.
Yeah.
Got robbed of the Ballon d'Or. But for me, if Bayern win the Champions League, league and do the double, he should win the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, yeah, he should have won the Ballon d'Or, no doubt about it. I guess with the way this year's going, it could be Haaland's if he carries on with these goals. Imagine that.
Lewandowski's still got 26 goals in the league, which is absolutely amazing for 22 games. 26 goals and 6 assists.
All right, put me in the dirt.
Yeah,
put me in the dirt. Yeah.
Haaland.
Sorry.
That's what I'll be. The Haaland door.
Oh God. Very good, Joe. Very good. I think that should be our title for this stream. No, Haaland-esque.
You go.
Oh.
More headlines coming soon.
Oh, brilliant. Let's look at the stats of the Schalke Dortmund game so far. You were going to say something, Joe?
I was going to say, it still doesn't beat my one from 2014 when I had the headline "White Hart Pain" after Liverpool beat Tottenham 5-0.
I had a good one before for Frankfurt. So,
go on, what was your headline before, Seb?
well, because Andre Silva, their top scorer, is injured, I said they replaced Silva for gold. And I was really proud of that one. I was really proud.
It was good, that one, I must admit. I
remember Dan a couple of years ago. I remember Dan a couple of years ago having one for Manchester City. Jesus scored or something for them. I think it was in a draw, and it was like Jesus the Saviour. that was Dan Middleton's one. I can't remember what the rest of it was though, because they played on the Saturday when we were doing the show on the radio. And Jesus scored. I can't remember it was the equaliser or the winner, but he said Jesus the Saviour, and then something on Sunday, but I can't remember what it was on. Who was playing on Sunday? And it was a player.
Or rest day for Jesus on Sunday, isn't it? I miss Jesus now. That's not being at City anymore.
I don't.
Well, no, Jesus and Jesus
signing.
is brilliant. You know, Jesus assisting Jesus would be just something brilliant that you'd love to see.
Let's look at the stats from the game. So Sancho scoring and Haaland scoring, 42nd and the 45th minute. Look at this from Schalke, 5 off target, none on target, despite the early start that they had. That looked a little promising from Schalke, but Dortmund got 4 on target, 2 off target, and the possession is all Dortmund's, 66% to Schalke's 34%. And look at the passes as well, 357 from Dortmund, while it's only 144 for Schalke. And then looking at the tackles won, it's actually 40 all. So at least Schalke are level on something. It's better than nothing. It's only been 3 corners, 1 corner for Schalke. You don't get points
from tackles.
Yeah. If only they got 40 points, it might save them. Corners, 2 corners for Dortmund. And there's 1 offside that's so far from Schalke. But it looks as though from the ratings, the best player so far for Schalke is Harit with 4 points for the fantasy team so far. And I love it how third best is their goalkeeper who's just come off injured, of Fährmann, who's got 0 points, but yet he's third in the ratings for Schalke. You know, it's bad when that's the case. And Sancho has got the most points so far, 15 obviously because of the assist and the goal. Sorry, yeah, that's Sancho. That's Sancho. Yeah. He doesn't play for United yet. I admit, it's stupid, but yeah, this shirt does exist.
We've got a question. Well, we've got a comment from Eghad Madra again saying, "I expect Paris to win the European Champions League," and then he asks, "You expect who will win the African Champions League?"
Orlando Pirates.
Paris, and then African. Orlando Pirates.
You've got an Orlando Pirates shirt.
I'm actually going to go for Al Ahly because
Kaiser Chiefs. Chiefs.
I have Orlando Pirates. Orlando Pirates.
Why?
Orlando Pirates aren't in the African Champions League. I don't think they qualified.
Oh, they shit. It's all about Kaiser Chiefs.
But Al Ahly is top scorers in the Champions League at the moment. They've only played 1 game in the African Champions League, so we're going to have to wait a bit, aren't we? Al Ahly top scorers with 3 goals. That says a lot out of all the 4 groups, all the 16 teams.
I just want Kaiser. I just want Kaiser Chiefs to win the African Champions League. I want them to win the African Champions League.
They haven't played their game yet.
Have they got a game?
They haven't played their game. They are in Group C of the African Champions League, but they haven't played a game yet.
Thing is though, did the band actually name themselves after a football team?
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'd imagine so. It's brilliant. But like, I hope Kaiser Chiefs got copyright. Anyway, the second half's about to begin between Schalke and Dortmund.
I'm gonna have the Dortmund game on. At least it might be more interesting.
I've noticed Hoppe's got the
We're
most
underway
pizza
at Anfield.
face.
Why does man keeps on closing down now on my Dortmund stream on the BT app?
Now I've got 3.
Why? Oh, now it's decided to update the app, so you'll have to keep me
We're
updated.
getting cancelled. Let's Talk Sport is getting cancelled already.
What's getting cancelled already?
Let's Talk Sport.
What? Why?
We're becoming victims of the cancel culture. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh,
Of the what?
Forget it. But nothing.
Of the cancelled
Nothing.
culture.
It's fine.
But then now does it get cancelled?
What I like is I've got the Liverpool game on and once got the Schalke game on another screen. Yet during the halftime ads, I don't know if you know, but on German TV or in Germany, Klopp does so many advertisements. He is on all the ads.
I see the beer one he's on.
He is non-stop. Every single advert, there's Klopp somewhere.
He's watching you,
Boom.
Seb.
Boom.
Here we go then. Second half
Yes.
has begun. Schalke 0, Dortmund 2, which looks to be already down and out. Cassian Moses has got in touch and says, if Dortmund lose Sancho and Haaland in the summer, what next for them? Hate how Bayern shop from every team their best players in the league and create a monster machine of a team that no one can compete with. What's happened there, Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Ball whipped in by Robertson for Liverpool. Mane with the header, and Pickford gets across to make the save to stop it from being 1-1.
Seb, you were going to mention?
I was going to mention about the Bayern machine, that he mentioned there. I agree. It's annoying that they pick off these players from Bundesliga clubs. But if you think about it, it's probably necessary so that they stay competitive in Europe. Imagine if Bayern let all these good players from, say, Dortmund and Leverkusen, imagine if they let them go to other European clubs. Bayern will become weaker. There's no doubt about that. So that they've got to maintain their European competitiveness for the sake of the Bundesliga. It's annoying, and I agree, but they have to, in a sense, do this.
They've done it. I mean, Dortmund has been their feeder club in the past.
Yeah.
Which...
But it's like what Juventus did a few years back in Italy, where they bought Pjanic, the two best players from the two teams below them that were competing for the title, which were Pjanic from Roma and Higuain from Napoli. And that way they can stay competitive in Europe and stay clear in Serie A.
Yeah.
It's a tactic that's horrible, that we don't like to see, but it's one that is very effective in Europe.
Well, he's Higuain nowadays.
He's at Inter Miami.
Oh, yes.
That doesn't happen in the Prem now because there's so much money. Like if you want to, for example, get a Jack Grealish, Villa go, we want 90 million, and you're like, no thanks, I'll go abroad, and then I'll pick someone for a third of the price.
Exactly. Jack Grealish, though, you can't say no to him.
Take up Liverpool in a heartbeat.
I feel like Grealish might stay another season.
Yeah. Hey, if Villa get
Bye, Egg. Good night.
I think he stays.
I don't know what's going to happen with transfer windows now due to the pandemic. I don't know what to expect. I think free agents might be the new normal.
Yes.
So it happens a lot in the Bundesliga, and I think it's going to happen a lot more in the Premier League and Serie A and La Liga because resources have just become so little.
But hopefully with the vaccine rollout, you might see fans, especially in England, for next season.
Well, funny you say that. Richard Masters, the chief executive of the Premier League, said the other day he'd love to see, they still have the aim of getting fans back in before the end of the season, but I think that's
not going to happen.
I can't see that happening. I like the ambition. I like the
scientific advisors aren't happy that schools are going back. That's a different conversation. But yeah,
schools are going back in March, aren't they? I believe. Who cares about schools? Yeah. It's all about the football. We only care if fans are back.
Yeah.
Kids are fucked. Just learn on your own. Use YouTube. There's plenty of learning. Oh, Schalke nearly. Oh, it's just blocked. I think it's offside. No, I think it's just a good block by Chan at the end.
If Dortmund do lose Sancho and Haaland, I imagine Rosa will go to Gladbach and maybe go after like a Marcus Thuram.
What the hell has Henry Chan done to his hair?
I think Thuram's done a lot of harm for his reputation with that spit recently.
But the same with
He's a good player.
Fans are fickle nowadays, and they'll forget about that, like the Kabak spitting thing, like the Suarez biting thing. Fans forget that.
Yeah, but Thuram hasn't started a game since that happened, or I think he started one game out of a possible 6.
He's been injured though.
Says what Marco Rose thinks of it. No, he wasn't injured. He injured one game, the one against Wolfsburg, but if not, he's been fully fit and played.
Did he play today?
A handful of minutes. He played 18 minutes today.
Okay.
He came on later on. So I think it says what it's Marco Rose has given his opinion in the way he's selecting him. Because Mbolo's got a shout before Thuram recently, and I wouldn't put Mbolo above Thuram in the pecking order.
Oh, it's at the post. Oh, Schalke nearly got a goal back. Oh, that's a big miss. That's a big chance.
They're bringing the game to Dortmund in the second half.
They are, and they've got to. If there's any hope.
Oh, just seen that chance for Schalke.
Should have scored, shouldn't he, have, Luke?
Who's in goals for Dortmund?
Hits.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Talk about why they won't win the league, especially when we've got average keepers and net. You see that Dortmund team, elite attackers, decent midfield, okay defence. You get back to goalkeeper, it's like, eh?
Yeah.
I swear Jack Butland was like,
well, Dortmund
the replacement a few years ago, but like they need a top level goalie if you want to compete.
Good save though.
Who, Dortmund, you mean?
It was a good save by Hits there though.
Yeah, but if Schalke wanted anyone on the end of that ball, it might have been Serdar. He hasn't got a goal this season, but he was one of their top scorers for Schalke last season, so that says a lot about Schalke's incompetencies in front of goal.
You okay, Joe?
Yeah, Liverpool nearly scored.
Oh.
What's going to happen? We're going to be like, nearly scored,
It just wouldn't go in. Robertson plays Mane through. They have to play it against Mane, and Firmino goes to throw himself towards it, and Pickford just manages to swerve on to top of it to stop it.
Caesar has blinders against us. It's annoying.
What is it about small clubs going to Anfield and getting a result?
Oh.
They're going to go above us if we're not careful, Joe.
I know. They will go above us today if they beat us.
I think luckily for Liverpool, Chelsea didn't win today.
Minamino trying his best.
Jesus. But the thing is, Jen, like, top 4's looking unlikely, like, the more...
Minamino, yeah.
Like, yet again, like, people are dropping points. Like, it wouldn't surprise you if Liverpool somehow get the back door in to the Champions League. But, like we're heading for 4 straight losses at home.
Comment.
Yeah,
Cassie's saying, yeah. Oh, you're going on to that, Jimmy.
Yeah, he's saying, would love to see rich billionaires take over Bundesliga clubs like in England. We'll talk about that in a moment because that's where sadly it won't happen. I would reckon Dortmund would be a force in Europe and domestically with all the players we have created over the years. I get what he means, but the problem is, I guess it's a fantasy what he's saying, but the problem is obviously in Germany, in case Cassie Moses didn't know, is that all the clubs are 51% owned by the fans. So, and then the rest of it being 49%. How it should be. Well said, Joe.
But then Leipzig. Don't forget Leipzig. Leipzig aren't very well liked for this sole matter because they've got a lot of investment. So Matt Schitz, I think it is, Mater Schitz, I can't remember his name. The owner of Leipzig is worth $20 billion. He is worth a fortune. He is rich.
Does he own Red Bull?
I don't know. And plus, it's not. I think it must be that, yeah.
It must be, yeah.
But
the whole...
they're not well liked, Leipzig, are they? They're not well liked, and I don't think German people are open to the idea of billionaires, even if it's their own club. I think they'd be against it.
Schalke have had a chance there. Hummels just messing around with the ball.
But Cassia Moses, who's obviously a big fan of German football, as I'm sure Cassia knows, Hoppe McCartney, another example of him going to Bayern Munich. You know, another player being fed to Bayern Munich, even from an up-and-coming team. So that's one thing, Seb, that RB Leipzig need to be aware of what could happen if they can't keep these players.
I'm not too sure of how the contract works. I think to agree to go to Leipzig, they say like, oh, you'll have a release clause at this moment in time.
And a free
There are a lot
can of Red Bull.
There are different release clauses that make it a bit more complicated. Like the one for Upamecano that was only 42 million, which is nothing, I'd say.
Apparently, Konate's got the same type of release clause.
But Konate needs to play first to become valuable. He's on the sidelines so often that he's not going to increase in value at that point at this rate. But yeah, this is just so buying can stay competitive. I don't know. I don't like it, but it's the way it is.
It's a great transfer, 42
it
mil.
happens in Italy. It happens. I don't think it happens as much in Spain as it.
Oh, most certainly does. How did Barcelona get Atletico Madrid's Griezmann?
Yeah, I feel like Atletico robbed Barcelona. But like,
Suarez.
Barcelona's a whole nother story. They are
Of
bankrupt. They're not playing players because they can't afford to pay the club's players. This is why we've not seen Coutinho, because Barca can't afford to pay £35 million if he plays again. So like, they are. I think they're on the brink. I think Messi leaving will help their wage bill, but like Barca's just a mess.
800 million in debt.
1.2 billion. So 800.
They will get bailed out.
Billion
I'm almost certain they'll get bailed out in some form or some way because Spanish banks do love to bail out the football clubs. It's more of an investment they do rather than in England. The banks won't bail out a football club in England. A bank will in Spain though. So I think Barcelona will be fine.
Barca got to sort out like the whole structure, presidency, manager, the way they run it.
Oh, Cross comes in. It doesn't. Schalke have got a corner. Oh, Jamie Burgoyne has joined us in the live chat page. Hello, Jamie Burgoyne. He says Liverpool have approached Grimsby for Luke Waterfall as a backup defender. We all know that's a joke, but you know, he might just save their season, Burgoyne. Who knows? Maybe he was destined to be a Liverpool player.
Free transfer.
Free transfer, yeah.
Talking about something being grim.
Watching Liverpool, watching the Dortmund game, Liverpool like are screaming for Haaland. Like they see all the pretty football and like Haaland's on the end of that.
Yeah, that's any club in Europe. Any club is even Juventus with Ronaldo. They're screaming for a Haaland in a lot of positions.
Haaland won't go to Juve.
Anyone would. No. That's not my point. He won't go to Liverpool either. But any club is screaming out for a Haaland.
Yeah,
Haaland makes any team in Europe.
I think he makes Paris' team.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah.
They find a system.
Well, I mean, this week could be the birth of the Mbappe-Haaland rivalry, as some are saying, aren't they?
Haaland saw Mbappe score a hat-trick.
Oh, it's so good. And yeah, I said to Seb before the stream, I'm not a big fan of Mbappe.
But then don't forget Verratti. Verratti was excellent as well.
Yeah, and Verratti.
No, I'm not either. I think there's a lot of flaws to his game that don't highlight.
People like me and Seb, we watch the games.
Yeah. Verratti.
I don't watch all.
Off.
Potts got it perfectly right the other night. It was perfect what he did.
Potts
absolutely spot on.
And
that's when you know he's a class manager.
The Espanyol blood helped him through that.
Potts going to PSG has massively increased his chance of getting the Liverpool job in 2024.
Oh, stop with Liverpool! He's not going to Liverpool.
Why not?
I'd have him on my shortlist, but I don't think he would go.
Nah, he's not going to Liverpool. Come on.
He's not going to Liverpool.
When's anyone talked about Pochettino to Liverpool?
He's never shown interest in it either.
Luke Tanner 1 minute ago.
In United.
Yeah, me.
Put that on the news. Put that on the News Now website.
Football's a weird game. Football's a weird game. Lots of things happen in football. So it wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, again, it wouldn't surprise me if Gerrard rocks up in the hot seat.
I think it could be. I think it's perfect for Gerrard.
No.
I think
it is Gerrard.
The worst case scenario for me. I think he will get the job eventually, but I don't want him to rush it and get it after Jurgen Klopp. No. Do you see what happens when managers take over after legends? It doesn't usually go well. So I'd rather if he was the man after the man to replace Jurgen. Yeah, again, I Rangers against Antwerp, I thought they played great stuff.
That was a cracking game, that was.
Yeah, and I backed them to. They're one of my dark horses for the Europa League.
Which team?
Rangers.
Rangers.
Outside bet.
I think
I'd love Rangers to go on to win it.
Man U are the favourites, aren't they? When I checked the other day.
Yeah.
So both Manchester clubs.
There's a lot of weak clubs in the Europa League. Yeah, that's the Super Cup sorted, and it's 3-0 Dortmund, and it's a good goal.
Who scored? No, hold on, scrap that. I'm watching the game, so. Oh.
3-0 to Dortmund.
Good goal as well.
Oh my God!
It's well built up, isn't it?
Guerrero again.
Guerrero, that was well built up. That was a good goal. And it all starts from Haaland receiving the ball from long. I mean, minutes back when they boost it long and Haaland keeps the ball up front, and Dortmund managed to just about regain possession in that middle of the park and build up really nice to Schalke's goal at that. I mean, where's Schalke's midfield? They've got the defenders back, then one midfielder drags over and they've got no protection in front of the defence.
Is that offside? No,
it doesn't look offside now.
No.
It's just Schalke lacking numbers as usual. Who's tracking the players?
Schalke looks so bad.
Schalke would be a good team on Football Manager to manage.
No, they wouldn't. You'd have to change the whole squad.
Yeah, and good challenge.
Oh dear.
Friend,
how much
Connor Port with a question.
Go
on. If Rangers win the league and Europe double, would Luke have faith in Gerrard in the Liverpool role then?
Look, I'm not saying I don't want him. Like, I think he will eventually get the...
There's a strong insinuation.
I just don't want him to come in after Klopp. I know he's going to get the job at some point. But, like, would you rather him come after Klopp? Because imagine if he, like, doesn't do well. Like, for me, like, this is how I want Gerrard's managerial career to go. Win the league at Rangers, successfully defend it the year afterwards, then move on somewhere else, whether or not it's into the Premier League.
Okay.
Well, there's a couple of Premier League teams like he's not like annoyed in his career by playing well against, or try his hand in Europe, in top 5 leagues.
Okay. Yeah, but then fair enough. You want him to get some more experience. That's fine. Yeah. But I want to make 2 points. Firstly, imagine Lampard going to Chelsea. There couldn't have been a more perfect moment to come than after Sarri. Okay. Second of all, who would you want in between Klopp and Gerrard? Which manager ideally, just to steady the boat, or basically bring Liverpool so far down that Gerrard can't go further? Who do you want in that position?
Oh, that's a tough one because you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, the names, like Nagelsmann, which I wouldn't want, to be honest. Like yet again, he's still very, very young. I don't know.
Experience though.
Ten Hag.
And he's proven year on year that he gets into good positions with a weak squad.
Is Ten Hag having a good season at Ajax? Is Ten Hag doing well?
Yeah, but his squad is so superior to that of PSV or Feyenoord, so there's no competition.
Poch.
I'm not convinced by Ten Hag, just to say.
Poch for me would be my pick after Klopp, because if he went to United, Poch, I'd be like, no, don't want him because he goes to Manchester United. The fact he went to PSG, like, how long's his deal at PSG? Like 2.5 years?
Are you sure about that? Maybe, but
like his contract's not as long as I think it is. It's either 18 months or 2.5 years.
Kazir Moses says yes, Dortmund 3-0, and he puts a cowboy emoji on underneath. Yeah.
So
Bellingham
I'm not
with a yellow
saying
card.
I don't have faith in Gerrard.
Jude Bellingham getting booked within 2 minutes of being on the pitch.
No.
Yeah, I can see this tackle there.
On Shaq.
I can't believe Curtis Jones came off with Shaq. Well, Curtis Jones has been Liverpool's best midfielder.
Oh, hang on, here comes Schalke from the halfway line. Oh no, they're completely outnumbered.
Liverpool have like a leadership team, don't they? They have the captain Henderson.
Oh, we've lost Seb.
Who's vice.
I know. He doesn't like me saying Poch to Liverpool next.
Oh, for God's sake! How can you not score from there?
Who was that?
Ball fizzes across the. Alexander-Arnold fizzes a ball across the box. Here, I'm just going to look at the replay now. Manny slips it to Trent, who's free on the right. Fizzes it across. Nobody quick enough to run into that 6-yard box. You got Wijnaldum in there. You got Firmino. Manny's on the edge because he's played obviously through, but even he makes the run in the end actually into the box. But none of them, not one red shirt, is quick enough into that 6-yard box they got on the end of that ball. You can see what's going to happen. Just run into that 6-yard box, make that run early instead of just hanging back. Not having a go at Manny, I'm having a go more at Wijnaldum or Firmino there.
Mm-hmm.
Calvert-Lewin's on for Everton.
God.
They've gone for 2 up top. He come on for James.
I'd like to see. Like I know it's not going to happen. I'd like to see Trent in midfield at some point.
And let's sign a right back.
Yeah, because for me, he's a centre mid playing at right back for me. He's not having the greatest season defensively, but for me, he's a centre mid. And plus, it might freshen up Liverpool's tactics, which I think have been a little bit predictable. And like Liverpool have been on that steady decline since beginning of last year. For me.
Kazi Moses has said Huntelaar was supposed to save Schalke from relegation. And he asks, has he been playing? No, Kazi, he's actually injured at the moment. He's actually watching in the stands tonight. And he's been vocal in the stands, telling his teammates what to do or what he thinks they should do. And there's been a yellow card for the Schalke players, and the referee straight away gets the yellow card out as the Dortmund player is injured. Not sure who it was. I can't see from my little screen.
I think
Kolasinac.
Oh dear.
I think Kolasinac with the booking, it looks like.
It's just getting worse and worse for Schalke.
I have to ask you, how's Jude Bellingham done since his move?
Awesome.
I know he scored on his debut.
Awesome. I think he still needs, obviously he's a kid, but he still needs to learn 1 or 2 things, but he's awesome. As in, what I've loved about the Bellingham transfer is just the fact that he's gone from Birmingham to Dortmund and he's just picked himself up straight away. You know, he's had the confidence is clearly there for how young he is, and I thought Lucien did really well with Bellingham when he was the manager there. And there he is now playing for his team.
Another £100 million transfer in 2 to 3 years.
Oh yeah, great transfer. You know, that's what I love that model. It's great. You know,
that's how you do the buy youngsters and the buy to sell model, the sell to buy model.
Yeah.
You get youngsters in on the cheap, give them a couple of years, and sell them on for triple your money.
I mean, look at Ajax. They've been able to sell their player twice, Huntelaar.
You look at that Ajax, they've got a couple of players that will go. Perschers, Gravenberg. I would have said Onana, but he's just been banned.
I watched the first Ajax game after Onana wasn't allowed to play, and all the Ajax players, but when they came out, wore shirts supporting Onana.
Mixed up with his.
What's that?
I swear he said like he got his medications mixed up with his wife.
Oh God!
He took one of his wife's stuff.
How's his wife taken? She's 70?
No, it's to lose weight. It's pills to lose weight. So that's what it was like called. I'm going to say this now. Out of all the Ajax products that they've had, I think the best in the last 5 years or so is Gravenberg. I think he could be better than De Jong and De Ligt. He is immense.
I don't know.
Age as well.
Oh, I
He
think
could be
De Jong
really
is.
good.
I think he's something
Really
special,
good.
De Jong. But it's just.
Oh yeah, but I think Gravenberg
it's
can
just a
be
shame
better.
Nah, all about De Ligt. All about De Ligt. Beautiful man.
And
it's just the same for De Jong. That Barcelona's not really working out for him. It's not his fault. It's where the Barca's been run and the way it's been played. What?
not really working out. He's been one of their best players in the past 2 months.
I've not been watching Barca, so I don't know how well he's been doing.
I think he scored like 5 or 6 goals in 2021.
Oh, what is
He's
he?
getting immense now. Yeah, he's getting on.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he's really getting.
I thought he was the
goal scoring
Busquets
mood.
replacement.
Yeah.
Oh, Pickford
No. He's changed role now. He's got a more like advanced 8 role. He's advanced into a more 8 role, which is quite interesting. But he's getting on the end of Jordi Alba crosses quite often and scoring. It's really nice to see. But against PSG the other night, the midfield of Pedri and De Jong was inexistent. It was really trapped out well by PSG. So didn't have the greatest game.
Yeah, when Barcelona tried to rely on a 17-year-old to run your midfield for you.
Well, he does well
Have poor games.
at doing it. He's 18. He's 18 now.
Well, it's 18.
Yeah, he's 18 now. Still too young, yeah. But Busquets shouldn't be there anymore, and he's proving that in big games like this.
No.
They need someone else to do that role.
For me, like if
he's not got the legs.
Barca want to progress, they're going to go Messi, Busquets, PK, thank you, goodbye. You want to be ruthless? Like, I wouldn't even consider giving Messi another deal. Like, I'd get rid of him.
Sorry, what? But they can't. No one wants him.
Oh, he's going to City. For me, he's going to City.
Whoa, hang on.
Busquets.
Wait.
No.
Wait, whoa.
Busquets will go to Juve.
What are you guys going on about?
Busquets is not going to City. They've got Rodri.
Yeah, Pep's getting the band back together.
No, get out of it. No, he's not going to City.
No, he's not. Messi will. Busquets will go to Italy.
Maybe, but I don't know who's going to take on those big salaries because Italy don't give those salaries away.
I would have said Inter or AC Milan. I think Milan is changing the way they do business.
They're not going to do that anymore, Inter Milan. They've done it way too often now, and they're trying to get players off the books, so they're not going to bring in another high earner who's going to be there for about a year or two, and not even sure just going to get good performance out of him. I think Inter's business model will change drastically this summer.
I saw Lukaku linked to City.
I'd like to.
Wrong strike partner.
Yeah, I saw that. Lukaku to
Lukaku's in
City.
top. Like, what you're seeing now is the best version of him. Like, he's not going to get any better.
Am I the only one who thought Lukaku's been great all of his career? He's always scored goals wherever he's gone.
But he's not pleasing on the eye. This is what people now want to see. It's like I was watching a thing saying like Salah is not pleasing on the eye to watch. Yeah, his numbers look insane, but he's not pleasing on the eye. I sort of understand that Salah's not good. He's not like Hazard's or Sanchez's where they wow you like with their dribbling skills.
No, I don't see he doesn't wow me on the eyes. He's just frustrating. He gets me so angry when watching it.
Who, Mo Salah?
Yeah, Salah.
Yeah, he does sometimes. For me, he's a goal scorer.
Have you guys seen Jamie Davies' text message?
What about Liverpool relegation?
Yeah, relegation comment or something. Someone chucked a cold bucket of water on him or something. A tote full of cold water, whatever that is.
Staying up is an achievement in my eyes at this current moment in time.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it?
We've got a championship level defender, and then we've got a guy who's going to go down in the Bundesliga.
I know. I don't understand the signings. It's like you've just signed someone from a terrible Schalke team.
Because it was
Panic
the cheap option. The cheap option.
Yeah, because you won't sign him permanently. We won't sign him permanently in the summer.
No, you won't.
And if we do, some serious doubts on the board why you think he's worth. I know it's a snip of 18 million, but for me, he says he's a Liverpool fan. Well, play like you want to stay here, and play like you want to play with Virgil next year.
Jamie, did you answer the? Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Did you see the message about the guys who said what went wrong with FC Schalke?
Oh no, I missed that.
In the position they're in, maybe the
that.
coach. So he said they're too good to be in the position they're in. Is it the coach? Well, it could be the coach, but this is their third of the season, isn't it? With Christian Gross, they had Baumann before, they had Wagner in before that, and even before then, if you go further back, last season they finished about 15th, I think, but the season before that they finished second. So this is a drastic fall from Schalke. And when they finished second, they had Tedesco in, who looked like one of those up-and-coming managers alongside Nagelsmann at a similar point. But then he had a very poor start to the season afterwards, and it's kind of been going downhill from there on. The squad is not that bad, but the fact that Schalke are just pulling the trigger on all these coaches quite quickly probably didn't help. I wouldn't say Gross is the solution because he's been there multiple times and not done miracles recently, but I think Schalke's the whole model from top to bottom is wrong at the moment. That's what's the problem, I think.
So quarter of an hour to go. Schalke 0, Dortmund 3. If any of you are on YouTube now, maybe you should YouTube Haaland's bicycle kick goal in this first half, which made it 2-0, and it was an absolute fantastic goal. One of the goal of the season contenders, fantastic. No doubt. Fantastic.
The highlight of this stream.
And it looks like stats-wise that Schalke are dominating the second period.
I thought the highlight of the stream, Luke, was me in my Sancho shirt. Took guts to do that.
I thought you bought it with your board as well.
Joe doesn't look happy. Have Everton scored?
No, but I'm just giving up.
Oh, I thought Everton won the game then. Of course,
we're on a chance and then we lose the ball away, and then we give away. Nat Phillips gives a stupid free kick away in the middle of the Everton half, and it's like I'm dingy.
I have to bring this up, right? Apparently, Liverpool have been voted the best team of the 21st century.
What? How?
Yeah, I know.
How?
I found it and I thought, what? No wonder rival fans love to hate on us when you've got articles like that.
First of all, was it ran by a Liverpool blog?
No, it was like a legit. And I'm like, what? Who's voting for that? Yeah. You look at Liverpool's trophies over the past 20 years. Yeah, you got a couple of Champions League, a Premier League, a Super Cup, a Club World Cup. But for me, it's either United, Chelsea, or City. And for me, it's United.
It was about Barcelona or AC Milan, or they had some good
Barcelona
teams.
under Pep's got to be the best one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Barcelona
the best Prem team, not the best team, the best Prem team. And
Sorry,
I'm like, why?
I missed this. Who was voted in this that you're mocking?
The best Premier League team of the 21st century is Liverpool.
I'm not sure where this stemmed from. I've missed bits of it because of my connection.
There was a thing on Twitter that Liverpool have been voted the best Premier League team of the 21st century, which for me does not make sense. It does not make sense. For me, it's either...
I'm sorry, you got Chelsea.
I think it's United for me personally.
Oh, it just means generally not the best season.
No, best team generally, and for me, it's probably Manchester United. For me, but I know this is why fans of other clubs love to have take shots at Liverpool. When you've got articles like that being posted online.
Is there an argument for Chelsea? Because I think under Mourinho and the Ancelotti, they've done it, and they've done it in both decades of this century so far. United haven't exactly done it in the second decade, but Chelsea have done it since 2004.
Yeah.
Won the league.
But which team has won the league 3 times in a row?
No, I'd
exactly.
say Chelsea.
For me, United are the best.
Yeah.
Have been the best team, and it's this is why Liverpool fans get stick, because you get some overexcited. We won the league, and it's the best team of all time. It's the best Prem team ever. No, it's not. It's not even in the top 5 Liverpool Premier League title winning teams. Not even in the top 5. It's top 10, not the top of the list. I just hate when polls come out and it's Liverpool fans are going to get stick. Because this comes out.
Well, they're going to get a lot of stick if they lose this game to Everton, because they haven't lost to Everton since '99. And anyway, it's now 4-0 in it. Who scored? Yep, it's him again. It's Erling Haaland. It's 4-0. A tap-in, and it was Bellingham with the cross who gets an assist for the first time tonight, coming from the bench. And yeah, Haaland's got 2. Maybe with 12 minutes left, he could make it 5-0 and get a hat-trick, which he was so close to getting against Sevilla earlier this week. And I don't know, have you seen the goals, lads?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I've seen it now.
40. Is it like, how many goals is it now? Is it 42 goals from 41 games?
I think it is, yeah. Which
Gun
is
man.
fucking crazy.
Gun man.
Something crazy.
Oh, what a cross from Bellingham.
Oh, just sublime. I've forgotten the Liverpool game now because we know it's ending 1-0.
I give up. My internet's not doing it. I give up.
And Everton are on the counter-attack with Richarlison. He can play in Calvert-Lewin. He's played in Calvert-Lewin. It's a chance for 2-0. Great save by Becker. Alisson smothered it and then goes to Calvert-Lewin. That's a penalty for Everton. Fuck off.
Oh,
Jesus,
dear.
Done.
Oh, dear.
Done. It's over.
Fuck me.
Europa League, baby. We're joining Thursday nights. We're joining with Arsenal and Spurs. Oh.
Oh, no. I
That's
hate...
the thing we've got
that-
now, boys.
That song is so addictive.
And it's Trent that's giving it away.
Oh, piss off. It's not a defender. He's a midfielder.
Oh,
Fuck
dear.
me.
And I'm a minute behind as well.
I don't normally swear.
Oh, dear. 10 minutes to go.
They're checking it on VAR.
And Alisson's not saving a pen. I forgot the last one he saved.
Jorginho, I think.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Jorginho,
know
yeah.
what? That's dodgy keeping. That's dodgy. You don't. That's not even a shot where you spill it.
He's gone to check the
No,
monitor.
that's
He's gone to check the
that's
monitor.
Oh.
dodgy defending. Why is he
God, this
defending
one.
like
He'll
that?
still give the penalty.
Arnold?
Like,
Why is
he'll
Alexander
still
Arnold
get the penalty.
deeper than his defence? Why is he deeper? Why is he staying back and keeping Calvert-Lewin on side and then throwing himself into a tackle like that? That's all on Trent for me.
He's going to give it. He's giving it.
He's still sliding on the floor. He's run into him. That's not. He's run into him. That's not a pen.
And
Why
it'll
is
be
he
2-0.
sliding in? It's a penalty.
That's a pen. No, that's not a pen.
It is because he's not got near the ball. He's not got near the ball.
Yeah, but he
And then
was
he's
still
impeded his
sliding.
run.
He ran into him.
It's still a penalty, and it's going to be
No,
2-0
no,
because
it's
gives six
penalty,
and never
penalty.
misses from the spot.
Oh my God.
Duffy Sigurdsson. 2-0 to Everton.
Oh. So it's the end of Liverpool's long run
It's done.
of not losing at home to Everton. The last time they lost to Everton at Anfield was in 1999, which I guess for the Liverpool fans, they'll be glad they're not there tonight witnessing it. 2-0 to Everton.
The thing is, I'm a little bit behind Joe, so he's going to the monitor when I'm watching it. But for me, before the penalty, Alisson Becker spilling that tame shot. Govan was right. She's never rated him. Never rated Alisson. And I was like, no, just because of the clips I've shown you.
That's a fantastic penalty.
But
That is a fantastically placed penalty.
is that another error leading to a goal from Trent? Probably.
Yeah.
So does that?
Come on. Yeah.
So does that mean Liverpool have lost 4
4
home games in a row?
games at Anfield.
Yeah.
Wow,
We've
that's
got one at
mad.
Anfield in 7 games.
I mean, I
Two
know.
penalties in those in 2 of those games.
Oh, I even went Alisson's side as well.
No,
What?
you can't expect him to save that. I don't care what you say. You can't expect him
Oh
to save
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, not expecting to, but
That's not an error whatsoever. It's on the ground. You can't. How can a goalkeeper get across on the ground that quickly? Impossible.
it's done. Season's done.
No, Trent lifts himself up and trips over Calvert-Lewin. Yeah, it's a penalty.
Done.
Yeah, it is a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Done. Our season is done. I know fans saying the worst
And for me-
title defense of all, the worst Prem title defense. I still think it's Chelsea, but if we, you know what, that could be us if we finish 10th, or if we keep dropping.
Coco's coming on. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, Mokoko's just come on. He's just replaced Delaney.
How the
Still a lot of hope for Coco.
I like him.
Well, he's not got the goals that everyone expected so far.
No,
Well, because he's
16.
moved up to the Bundesliga. He's only got, I think he's got 2 so far. I mean, it's not bad for a 16-year-old.
Mm.
You can't complain. Oh, my internet's off again.
Christian Gross, the Schalke manager, just can't watch. They really are going down. I watched Schalke versus Bayern Munich a few weeks ago, and I remember seeing this image of the Schalke mascot in the stands on his own, just sitting in the stands, just with his hands to his face like that. And it's like, even though there's no fans there, the mascot is supposed to just be there to just get the fans going. But even he gave up. The guy in the mascot costume just clearly went, we're fucking done, aren't we? He's there tonight waving the flag. He was when it was 2-0, but I don't think he's there now.
Let's read Twitter. Let's make my evening worse.
You'll probably see my tweet on there, Luke.
I'm just retweeting Let's Talk Sport.
This guy.
Here comes a petition from a friend who's an Everton fan. Friend of mine. James Pearce, but that's not a penalty. I don't think it is. Like, he's still sliding on the floor, and Calvert-Lewin just ran into him and fell over him. But for me, goalkeeper, what are you doing? You shouldn't be spilling that.
Ooh, Schalke there, just keeping the ball away from Makoko.
Yeah, and guess what? Gary Neville. Oh, Gary Neville does my head in on Twitter. Pops up every time Liverpool lose. It's like, get in your hole, Gary.
That man.
And Tony Bellew celebrating.
This is their cup final, though, isn't it?
For me, because Dominic Calvert-Lewin's running into his head as he's still sliding.
That's a long time, though, isn't it? 22 years. It's a long time.
Off the hour, come off the man. Divock Origi coming off the bench.
Schalke trying to get a corner, but instead it's offside. I don't think Schalke are going to get a goal tonight.
Saying I'm supporting another team.
Thiago off, Origi on.
Thiago wins in terms of thumbs up tonight.
Actually didn't get booked today.
That signing is making less sense every time I'm seeing him. It's... I think I'm going to hide for the next couple of days offline, I think.
I'll make sure you won't. Meanwhile, we're looking for that hat-trick from Haaland.
Yeah,
he hasn't had a chance since.
Haaland's been the second quickest player on the pitch.
Yeah.
So people who say he's just a big target man.
Just a
have
lump.
never watched
No,
him play.
he's a rapid lump.
I mean, look what he did against Sevilla the other night.
Lump has a very pejorative meaning to it. I don't think I'd call him a lump.
No.
No. Well, they've got a corner here, Dortmund, and Sancho. Oh no, it's a throw. One was saying throw taken by.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Dortmund.
am I really behind? Sancho wearing the captain's armband is interesting.
Oh, that's a foul. Is that a free kick? No.
Dejan Lovren tweeted, take off VAR. Oh no. Is everything scored again?
No, still 2-0.
Why is that a foul to Schalke? Do you see why Jamie?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
One who got tripped up.
Yeah, I don't get that. Not sure
Is
what the
there a
referee
problem
saw
with-
in that.
Is there a problem with Huntelaar wearing a zip jacket or a jumper that's got a zip on? There's a little zip that goes up to here. I think style-wise,
He's wearing a quarter
his
zip.
girlfriend's giving him for Christmas.
He's wearing a quarter zip. Yeah. So no, Seb. It's a Valentine's gift.
Christmas present. Christmas. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
we're way past that period.
Tells to make contact
Not like
with Jonas Hoppe.
Graham Potter's Christmas present. Hoffman's good. He got an assist today.
Yeah, he did.
Luke Chelsea.
to win one.
And Conte's been linked to Liverpool.
Conte? I
No, Conte.
was going to say.
No, because Jonas Hoffman isn't exactly Conte.
Mike
Over a
Everton
minute to
said
go.
that Everton's outplayed Liverpool.
Here come Dortmund. Maybe the last chance of the game.
Connor asking.
Of course they do.
Hi, Connor. Question for Seb: Do Dortmund need to finish in the top 4 to keep Hoppe, Sancho, and/or Haaland?
Yeah.
If you look in logical sense, yeah, they do, don't they? They really do. How do they maintain their financial situation by having Haaland and Sancho without Champions League football? Champions League football is more important to Dortmund this year than it is any other year, given the financial implications of it. If they lose that big financial gap, then also the stadium revenue, they're not going to have any money. And I mentioned this when Sancho was linked to United in the summer. I said that will crack because they do need the money. And that was before this season. It's just getting worse financial situation. So,
Well, I
think they have to play Europe League football, both of them.
I said back in January
I think
that.
they do, yeah.
I said back in January, oh, it's over. They're not even going to have added time, so it's over. And Sancho celebrates near the cameras on the pitch side. And it has ended Schalke 0, Dortmund 4. A great win for Dortmund. And, you know, I think we all knew they were going to do it as long as they turned up, because Schalke had a dreadful evening again. And that's 4 goals conceded at home. And that's Dortmund that needed the 3 points, especially after Mönchengladbach not getting the 3 points earlier today, and that really does help Dortmund get that gap over Mönchengladbach and start chasing the teams of Wolfsburg and Frankfurt and all that in the top 4 for the Champions League spot. But I said back in January that this is when even Dortmund was still in the top 4, that I feared that with Terzic as their manager at the time, of course we didn't know who was going to be manager in the summer. Marco Rose was linked, but so was the Wolfsburg manager and the Frankfurt manager. And I said they have a very big chance here of absolutely fucking up the whole club because of the decision they made of Lucien not staying put and letting him go when it was halfway point of the season. They let him go when, in my eyes, Dortmund were not doing that bad. You know, they were in a position where they were runners. They were in the, you know, they were up against Bayern Munich. They weren't near Bayern Munich. Okay, fair enough. But it's like, be realistic. Bayern Munich are miles better because they've been winning trophies. They won the Champions League. They won the Bundesliga. They just won the Super Cup. They won all that. You know, and they beat Dortmund in the Super Cup final. Let's not forget in the German Super Cup version. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you know, I get Lucien is hit and miss with some people, but you may as well keep him until the end of his contract, which was in this summer, and then get Marco Rose in maybe. Fair enough. But I just think the moment Lucien's gone, Terzic has then been told to be in charge of it with no real experience as a manager in terms of that level, and then they've done that. And look what they've done within 4 weeks. 4 weeks, and I said they will slip it up. I said all this, and it's happened. They've absolutely fucked it up. I said this when the rumours came out earlier this week of Marco Rose being for sure going to Mönchengladbach. I said, well, why didn't you do that in the fucking wild time you let Lucien go? Why don't you just keep Lucien and get Marco Rose agreed behind closed doors for the summer, if that's what they really wanted? Which me and Seb have been saying this. Well, I said it back in November. Marco Rose is a great person to be a future Dortmund manager. And look what's happened. Yeah, but why is it they've made some really bad decisions when we knew exactly what they should have done? I'm not saying Dortmund wouldn't have got. I wouldn't have said Dortmund. I'm sorry, but Dortmund should not be fight. They're way better. They're way better than Frankfurt. They are way better than Wolfsburg. Come on.
They have the second best. They have the second best squad. Yes. They probably don't have the second best manager in that league. What is reassuring is they won against Sevilla midweek and they won today after a Champions League match. So near the end of Lucien Favre's reign, he couldn't. I mean, at the beginning of the season it was okay, but then when it started getting Champions League, then the league, they lost the 5-1 to Stuttgart after winning against Zenit in the Champions League.
Yeah.
And yeah, the 5-1 against Stuttgart was bad. But just to get 2 wins, one in the Champions, one in the league, is something that Turcic badly needed. Worst side in the Bundesliga this season. But to get the win, convincing, good. Haaland back on track.
We're losing you, Seb, I'm afraid.
Lost there, which means that he's then fuck this. I'm going.
Oh dear, Seb not happy with his Wi-Fi connection. But yeah, it's. I understand what you're trying to say, Seb, but like, let's be honest, we both agree they should never have let. I said it before, I'll say it again. They should just not have let Lucien go. You know,
Agreed.
Do it when you've got an actual backup manager, not let's get his assistant in. Oh right, okay, that makes perfect sense. I mean, it's one way or the other.
Was
Isn't
up this
it?
summer anyway.
Exactly, that's what I mean. It's like just keep him, keep him till the summer. I mean, they could have actually done what City did. City told Pellegrini. They told Pellegrini months in advance. Well, yeah, but they would have told Pellegrini months in advance. That's what they did. They told him months in advance. You're gonna go in the summer because Pep Guardiola's coming in. That's what they should have done with Lucien if they weren't happy. But I just don't get it. I mean, and Lucien Favre, he's been in that route of Marco Reus. He was at Mönchengladbach. You know, he started out around there. So it's I don't get it. I don't get it. Dortmund have really, in the space of 4 weeks, have basically fucked up their club in a way of losing great players now, and not for the price that they would like them to, like they would have had for Sancho last summer. I honestly think Sancho is going for around 50 million this summer. I don't know where to. I don't. Will United want him again? I don't know. I honestly don't. I'm not going to say no to Sancho, but I just think United need other areas. Maybe that's well, they need a defender first of all before they look at someone like Sancho. Haaland, he's going either way this summer. I can't see him staying for another season at Dortmund. They've got to get Champions League football if they have any hope of persuading him to stay until the end of his contract. But they need the money, Dortmund, so they've got to let him and Sancho go for me. Bellingham, obviously no one's talked about Bellingham. He's only just joined, so he'll be there for a bit. But anyway, that's the discussion for another day. So as mentioned, Schalke 0, Dortmund 4, and it's obviously ended in the Merseyside derby. Has it ended, Joe?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's ended Everton 0, Liverpool 2. Joe's gone somewhere.
It's Liverpool 0, Everton 2.
I walked off to smack my head against the wall, sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm only joking, I didn't hit me head against the wall.
He's killed
I
himself.
didn't hit me head against the wall, I'm joking.
Brain damage.
I was hoping to get it on camera where you'd see me just going bang, bang, bang against the brick wall. Yeah, I'm joking.
Season's done.
Slight overreaction. Yeah.
Over, boys.
I mean, Luke, you've said that like
That
a million
is embarrassing.
times.
It's embarrassing.
20 years.
It's an embarrassing performance.
No centre backs. That's what it took.
Looking at that team, that Everton team, before kick-off, they were playing a 4-5-1, and that's what they played for the other game. You knew that they're coming to Anfield to nick a goal and then sit back for the rest of the game, right? Liverpool just couldn't seem to break down the bank's, Everton blue wall, let's call it. Let's call it the blue wall, the Everton bus, or whatever analogy you want to use. They couldn't break down the wall that Everton put in front of them, the bank of 4 and then the bank of 5. They just couldn't break it down, and they were just hitting us on the counter-attack every time. They need to change up on the pitch because the 4-3-3 has become predictable. And at Anfield, you look at Brighton did the same thing as Everton today. City did the similar, but obviously they're more attacking in, clinical in the area part. But in the first half, they sat back and made the priority not to concede first. You had Burnley do the same thing, where they just sat down, everyone behind the ball. It's not hard. You're just coming to Anfield now and just parking 11 men behind the ball and hitting us on the counter-attack because our defence is so weak. And there just seems to be no desire from certain players out there today. And it pains me to say that because you know what I'm like. I'm one of these most positive fans and I don't like slating the team. But I've had enough of certain attitudes on that pitch. And today, to lose a Merseyside derby to Everton, it's atrocious, especially at home when we had that record where they've not won at Anfield in 1999. Everton didn't get out of second gear. Let's put it that way. Everton didn't get out of second gear. Good goal by Richarlison at first, but came back, switches off defensively, and he just peels off his shoulder and rolls it past Alisson. And the second one, Trent Alexander-Arnold sliding in, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter saying it's not a penalty. It is a penalty because he's gone in front of Dominic Calvert-Lewin and impeded his run. It's a foul. And if you look at one of the replays, you do see Trent stick a leg up in the air as well. So
it sticks his head up a bit, and yeah.
Yeah, and Gylfi Sigurdsson slots it away for 2-0, and Everton have now ended their dreadful outfield. I know that fans not being there has impacted the club massively, but our only chance this season to save our season is the Champions League this season. So we're just going to have to go all out for that and try and see whether we can do what we did in 2005, where we finished 5th that season in the league. We've still got a chance of top 4, but we've just got to hinge our hopes on the Champions League, and with it being Istanbul, you just don't know, do you?
Yeah.
So basically, Klopp called Ancelotti's bluff, but yet didn't have a good hand to deal in the end.
Don Carlo just played.
Yeah, but those comments at the beginning make him look foolish. Like, they're not playing Allen, they're not playing Calvert-Lewin, no problem. Well, they lost 2-0.
Well, he said Carlo's got a good poker face. That's what he said. But
well, Carlo's the one who won. Carlo's the one who won in the end. So I mean,
actually, it's a good question from Connor Porter, Joe, and Luke. He's asking, is it time to start Ben Davies? Which, surely at times like this, you got to give him a go.
What's the point of buying him if you're not going to give him a game?
Yeah,
he costs £500,000 up front, rising to potentially 2 million, depending on like performance and stuff. What is the point in buying a player? It doesn't matter how much you pay for him. What's the point in signing him if you're not going to bother playing him? What's the point?
Well, he came in and got injured.
Especially
like,
if he's 19,
you
understand it a bit. So, but he's 25. Yeah. This is not like he's going to get much better, is it? I don't get it.
Exactly. And we've been missing Jordan Henderson in midfield. We brought Ozanka back in. He was atrocious last week against Leicester. He did all right in the week against Leipzig, to be fair to him. But obviously it's European competition, it's different tactics, and he's probably used to playing against Leipzig because of his Schalke performances. And today, he just looks so out of his depth again he was struggling to pick up Richarlison. And then if Phillips, when Henderson went off, Phillips come on. If Henderson or Phillips were picking up Richarlison, it was his job to pick up James, who was floating around, breaking from the midfield 5 and breaking forward as a 10. And they just weren't picking him up in space. And it's ridiculous. It's basic schoolboy defending that they're not picking up on. And I don't know. But Ozil back won't be at Liverpool next season. Not a chance.
That signing baffled me to begin with. And here comes the question. In the summer, fans knew what we needed. I knew what we needed. And the club took a gamble, going, Virgil won't get injured. We sold Lovren, bought Simicas, who we've barely seen him, and we thought we'll get away with Fabinho at 4th choice. And guess what? Van Dijk gets his knee snapped. The second his knee went, they should have gone, we need a centre-back in January. We need a centre-back in January. And then Gomez goes. You must be thinking, January the 1st, we'll hear, Liverpool has signed ... Matip goes. Come on. January the 1st, nothing. We're here from the club. We're not going to sign anyone. Oh, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, it just doesn't make sense. The club doesn't make sense. The board doesn't make sense. And whatever plans we had in the summer, forget it. Because they need us in the Champions League. And that's not happening. So the dreamings of the Mbappes, the Haalands, all the top players that we've been linked with, forget it. Because we're not getting them.
Unless you pay a premium, which FSG won't do. So
No, and for me, their model has worked for a certain extent. But when you get to the top, we've tasted that little bit of success. I don't want to go to battling for top 8 again. I want to stay at the top, eating the best, not going to the takeaway again.
Who doesn't? Everyone's. I mean, we all want our club to be competing top 8, competing behind that at top ends. Can I make a comparison? We're talking about mismanagement from FSG, fine, but Schalke, the same year that Liverpool finished second in their respective league. So the drop off could be worse from owners mismanaging their clubs. So you can't blame FSG when everything goes wrong and can't praise Klopp when everything goes right. That's not fair. It's not fair to anyone.
No.
But
Klopp's been to blame as well. But like you're not telling
absolutely.
me Klopp goes, right, Virgil's out, get me a top class centre back. He's probably gone in and gone, right, you want us to save our season, get me a top level centre back. Yeah, don't worry, Jurgen.
That's Europe business. Their asset is still one of the most worthy in the world. It's still worth a fortune. As long as that does not drop, then they will see no need to invest that money into it. Whether that's right on a football sense or a moral sense, I'm not here to say that, but just to say that their asset is still protected because it is Liverpool FC, who are current champions and still in the Champions League.
Luke, if it makes you feel any better, they're doing the same to Boston Red Sox, because I've seen a few baseball fans on the social media, and they were having the same rant of the week. Because don't ask me players' names because I don't have a clue where baseball's concerned. I saw a load of Red Sox fans the other day ranting about the fact that they traded their best player and then bought two players that aren't as good or something, and they're ranting and raving about that, saying what's the point in trading your best player to a rival and then replacing him with a load of shit, basically, because that's literally the quote from the Twitter thing. We just replaced our best player with a pile of shite.
Like I know that they were looking at Billy Bean to invest money into the FSG group, which might have meant more money for Liverpool, but which didn't happen because apparently he wanted a little bit too much of the pie. But like Liverpool need investment now. This, like, you look at the top clubs, City, Chelsea. Are you telling me that if City's top player went, Pep's not going, we need a top level player, and City go, right, Pep, we'll get you what you need? Because look at the summer. Pep got exactly what he wanted, pretty much. It was like, I need a new centre back. We'll get you two. I need another winger. I got Ferran Torres. So like we got to win the Champions League, which ain't gonna happen. At least in 2005, at least we had a Gerrard to bang it in to save our bacon. But who's gonna save our bacon now?
Well, I'm not. I prefer bacon from Huxley's, which is my local butcher's. Anyway, just before we wrap up, Seb, since this is a Bundesliga watch along, not Let's Talk Liverpool.
Sorry, we have to have a rant. We have to have a rant.
Yeah.
We have to have a rant.
Seb, Schalke, surely, I mean, we knew they were going down, but this just sums it up why they are going down.
I think Schalke might have forgiven more the bad season, just a tiny bit if they could get a win over Dortmund. But now in both games this season, they've lost 4-0 and 3-0. So just to wrap up a really bad season, they've lost to their fierce rivals heavily. Even in that second half, I mean, Schalke looked the better team. They didn't create clear-cut chances, but they were the better team. So the fact that they didn't get anything and they lost 4-0 in the end, it really rubs salt into the wound. I think they've got no chance of staying up. I think Mainz might struggle to stay up. And yet Schalke are 8 points behind Mainz, so there's no hope for them, in my opinion. No hope whatsoever. There's more hope of Sheffield United staying up in the Premier League than there is Schalke staying up in the Bundesliga. To put it into some context, there's more chance of Crotone staying up in Serie A than there is of Schalke staying up. Just to put it into a bit more context. Yeah, they're doomed. They're doomed. They're absolutely doomed.
Right, I think we're pretty much done. Kazu Moses has just put, is the greatest team in the 21st century, according to Twitter, Liverpool sinking or something like that.
Start of the end.
Start of the end, maybe. Well, yeah, who knows?
We'll bounce back next year.
We'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Of course, anything can happen in football. But anyway, my thanks to Seb True, Joe Stanley, and Luke Tanner for the live stream watch along this evening. And thanks to you lot at home for watching and supporting the channel. Remember to subscribe to Let's Talk Sport and give the video a like. We're at 361 subscribers. So let's try and get to 370, hey? Or 400 in the next few days. Seb and I will be here again tomorrow for the Milan derby between AC Milan and Inter Milan. And hopefully our good friend Andrew Pollard will join us as well, who loves his Serie A football. And who knows who will win, Zlatan Ibrahimovic or Romelu Lukaku? We'll find out tomorrow at the San Siro. Anyway,